Hey.
I don't think we need to talk about Chelsea, bro.
No,
I
we
think
it's very
I don't
important.
think we need to, because I think it already speaks for itself. So I think we have to focus on Arsenal and Tottenham and really talk about and really dissect that game. So I really believe that I really believe that's where the discussion really lies, and we may even touch upon Liverpool and West Ham as well. So it's good that we have your boy H7 in here and everything, because
I made a big mistake yesterday, man. I made a big mistake.
Okay, we'll do a double barrel shotgun then. So we'll go around the room and everyone can have their piece on the Arsenal game and the Chelsea game. So I'll put it very simply here. So with regards to Arsenal and Tottenham, give City the title. Give them the title right now.
Liverpool are there. Liverpool. I told you Liverpool will be the biggest competitor.
Yeah, Liverpool not doing nothing. Give City the title right now. Liverpool not doing nothing.
As well, Trossard and Martinelli, put some respect on their names. Put some respect, because they obviously need it. And also, guys, Ange, let's give the glue his credit.
The treble winner.
Let's give Big Ange his credit. He did this because, bro, Tottenham could have won this game, because, see, for me, that's why I said, and I want to know what you guys think, even in the streets. Psychologically, Tottenham won this game. Psychologically.
Mentally,
from a psychological point of view, based on what everybody was saying, what you expected from Arsenal, what that would happen to Tottenham, what Tottenham eventually did, them not sitting back, psychologically, they won this game. This was a psychological loss for Arsenal. For a team who, this is the team to beat City, these are City's closest challengers, to already drop points, and the points you've dropped are at home. The points it's early in the season, but you've dropped these points at the crib. So you've now got to go away to Tottenham. You now have to go away to Fulham as well. It's not looking good for preventing 4 in a row. It's not looking good. And I just want some answers as to, like, bro, Arsenal, what happened? That's the first thing. Chelsea. As I said again, guys, we are in the midst of a heist. It's a heist.
You're not a mid-table club. I made a mistake yesterday. I called you not a mid-table. You're a relegation club right now.
I told you we're relegation.
H7. No. I mean, I'll never call Chelsea relegation. I'll never do it. I'll never. It doesn't matter what you say. I'll never do it.
H7. I have something to tell you. Whenever something bad happens to your team, just think of Chelsea and your mind will be at peace.
They help me. They help me. They're helping me right now.
Your mind will be at peace.
Bro, they're helping me right now. I'm telling you.
We're helping people against the depressions now. That's what we do.
Kenny. No, hold on, Kenny. This is on you, because Kenny, you're gonna have to explain what's happening with your club right now. So I need like a 20-minute dissertation as to what's happening with this club right now, because I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say right now, because this has gone beyond ranting. It's gone beyond shouting. This is not, bro. It's a joke right now. It's like, wait, hang on, what is actually going on here? Like, let's give it a second. And also, guys, I don't even want to go to the Chelsea accounts right now, because I swear, if I see any bozo Chelsea fan say, hey man, we're down to 10 men. Hey man, that wasn't a red card.
That's what I've been seeing there, Change. I've been seeing a lot of Chelsea fans say that they were playing well.
I can't even blame on the red card, because at the end of the day, like what? No,
that's a clear idea.
But yeah, it was a red. But the thing is, you have chances. When you have 3 1v1s, like I can't be blaming.
No. That's right. You have. My thing is, serves you right. You had several chances before the sending off, and even when the sending off happens, bro, Liverpool were down to 10 men and they beat Newcastle.
Yeah.
Chelsea were down to 10 men against one of the best teams of all time, and they still got the results in their house. So, but the issue, and this is what I said in my reaction: if your team is built based off orphans with no experience, no character, no spine, If you go down, the worst thing you could do to this Chelsea, the worst thing is going a man down. Because the only way you survive with a man down is, okay, we have a philosophy, we have an idea, we have a spine. If this thing goes down to 10 men, is down depends on the position. Do you want to win or do you want a draw? Because Chelsea is winning. So it's still going to be a double draw. But hold on, let me bring 8-7. Talk to me about the game. What's happened with Arsenal, bro? What happened, bro?
I
don't touch on Chelsea if you want. I don't know.
Usually, I'd blame how I'd blame Arteta, but I can't even blame him. You see the first 35 minutes, we done our thing. The fact that we only was up by 1, or it was 1-1 at the end of the first half, I was so upset because I knew how the game was gonna go. We should have been up at least by 3 goals before they even got their first goal. But that's what you get, man. Jesus, you saw what I sent to you, HS, me bigging him up, saying, he's a baller. But if I'm being honest, HS, you got to be clinical. You got to be taking your chances. And he messed up. He should have got 2 goals. Eddie, this is a guy, he starts game just because how hard he works in training. Not because of how good he is as a footballer. And stuff like that just pisses me off, HS. Somewhere is an area we need to improve.
I think that's where the Vlahovic comes in through, because Jesus is a talented player, he's not a clinical striker, and Arsenal need Chelsea needs divine intervention. Arsenal need a clinical striker, but continue.
Yeah, and they done their thing, cool. They played well, but I have to apply some taxes to that AJ play. We lost Rice and Vieira at the half, bro. Bringing on Jorginho and Havertz in your midfield. Look at that downgrade. You know how much of a downgrade that is? From a defensive point of view, we're just letting them run through. And then on the ball, attacking-wise, it was awful. Oh, my God. I used to think Jorginho was an issue for you, but now I understand. This guy is so slow on the ball. So slow. How do you turn that slow and you give the ball away that easily, man? That's how, bro, think about it. That's how they got their goal. Literally, he was so slow.
But are you going to give Spurs this credit? Do Spurs deserve some credits, bro?
No, but as much credit I can give them, we've done this to ourselves. We should have been clinical in the first 35 minutes. And on the top of that, we were defensively so shit. But because of injuries. I can't even say because those are starters. Jorginho's not a start for us. He's a bench player. I don't even know why he's out of the squad anyways. He should be in Italy right now. But yeah, Chelsea's Chelsea, man. You're not a mid-table in my club anymore, bro. You're a relegation now, bro. You're fighting for relegation, HH, man. You're fighting for safety.
So you're saying we're relegation?
Bro, you're fighting for safety, HH. Roll to 40 points. I'm telling you, roll to 40 points, bro. That should be your name from now on, bro. Not have hope anymore, bro.
HH, can I cook, please?
Elijah, go. Then I'll come to you, AK. So Elijah, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, so I'm over here. We got it's barbecue for breakfast. Today's menu is a Chelsea fillet, and then we got a side of Bowley ribs and some 1 billy gold covered.
Elijah, it's a heist. It's a Ponzi scheme.
Let me explain the menu. And then we got pancakes made by Have Hope. And then we have a side of ice cold Chelsea tears. HH, it's peak for you right now. As you can tell, you should be on strike right now. You know what's crazy? You don't even need 40 points to survive. You need 38 because the average has gone down. You need 38 to survive because those other 2 at the bottom, i.e. Burnley and Luton, they're the reasons why you might stay up. So just give me 38 points and then we can talk. And then I have something here.
If you claim for Chelsea and your love for Chelsea is true, you will step down. You have to step down.
3. So I don't know if Bowley's gonna step down. HH. It's really rough. It's really.
I'm fighting for justice.
No,
this isn't Chelsea Football Club. It isn't. This isn't Chelsea.
I legit feel bad for you, bro. Like I like you, bro. You're a good dude, but I legit feel bad for you. Like you in a way you deserve this, but in a way you don't. You know.
No, you deserve this.
No, because this is too extreme. This is too extreme. This is because we are firmly 14th. Firmly.
You're on track. You're on track to finish 17th if you're lucky.
I think we're like 8 or 9 points from 5th. already.
You have 38 points
but
from your last 39
you're on
games.
track to finish. You're on track to finish worse almost all time.
Have you seen your next features list in October, right?
Can I speak on this?
It's a simple question. Like, what's your goal of the month gonna be? Because I don't think you have scored a single goal in the
It's
month
from
of
the under
September.
23.
No, they haven't.
Goal of the month is
They
from the
haven't
under
scored this
23s.
month.
Our goal of the month is from the under 23s. We don't have a goal this month. It's not happening.
Well,
So
that's
Brighton might be only chance, and
That's
they
why-
destroyed
I
Bournemouth
gotta-
today, 3-1 by the way.
that's all I
Matoma,
got.
correction, Matoma
Okay. Let me come to AK and then to Mike. So AK, talk to me, bro.
How are you doing, panel? I see a Blue Lion Studio is here. Very interested to hear what he says.
Hey.
On Arsenal and Spurs, I think we spoke about it yesterday, HH. Should Spurs be pragmatic going to the Emirates? They weren't pragmatic today. And I said this yesterday that if you don't, I don't get why you have to change the way you play just because you're going to a stadium that's kind of haunting, or that's kind of a hard place to go. When you have an identity and a style of play that's unified, you should always play that style of play because you don't know how it's going to go.
But AK, saying that though, were you disappointed in Arsenal? Were you more disappointed or surprised by Arsenal's performance?
I was disappointed in Arsenal in the sense that, for me, they didn't look as fluid as they usually do. But I think that was also due to the fact that it was a North London derby. Both teams looked less fluid than they did. It was a North London derby. There were bound to be mistakes. There were bound to be scrappy moments. So I'm going to put it up to that. And Arsenal had injuries. But even in that first half, Arsenal played well the first 35 minutes. After that, Spurs grew into the game and had, I think, before the goal that Son had, they had like 3 chances. David Raya made like 3 good saves. So I'll be honest, I'm very interested to see what Postecoglou can do with this team, because he doesn't have all his
he's
players.
called the glue. He's called the glue. He's called
the glue. I mean, he doesn't have all his players, and you saw that when Son and Madison came off, they virtually had no threat, and that's something that Spurs need to fix, that depth, because Højbjerg is not a good option. Richarlison, bless him, hopefully his mental health issues go away, but he wasn't that great. So I think both teams had moments of encouragement today, and both teams had places where they need to work on. And I think City are more often than not guaranteed to win this league. And secondly, on the Blue Lions, on the Stamford Bridge Blues. I mean, I said yesterday Villa had a high line. You did exploit that high line, but once again, you have a thighs merchant in front of goal. You have a guy who runs like a snail, and you have the UNICEF Robin. So you're pretty much doomed.
UNICEF Robin was good today. He was actually
okay, fine. He was good.
Bro. He put it on a plate. That should have been an assist. He put it on a plate for Jack.
I shouldn't have gone at the UNICEF Robin. I'll go for the English taxed left back that missed a gilt-edged 1v1. I mean, and I don't understand why you still play Grandpa in your team. Grandpa's Thiago Silva. I don't understand why you still play him in your team. Diaby bodied him. That he should have just pulled Diaby down and taken the yellow card. Diaby bodied him. It's hard for me to look at a team and have some hope in them when Disasi is your best defender. Disasi. I mean,
where did Chelsea go from here?
I think you should go to prison. You should go to HMF Wandsworth, because Chelsea have ruined the lives of 15-year-old kids. They have taken them, locked them into prison contracts, and told them, we'll give you the money, but you have to stay here. They've extorted them, HH. You're an extortion. You're a gang. You're a gang, not a football team. You're a
So,
gang.
so are
You
we
should go. You
Chelsea?
should,
Are Chelsea honestly in a relegation battle? Honestly speaking,
um, uh, that's a
Yes, they
very good.
are, bro,
That's a
man.
very good
Just say yes,
question.
AK,
man.
just say yes, bro. Just say
Uh,
yes.
I
no, wait,
don't
hold on.
know.
You doesn't have
I
to say
don't know
yes.
because Luton Town. Are you telling me? I don't know. I can't say Chelsea are as bad as Luton Town. Actually, Sheffield United might have a chance against you guys. They were actually very good against Manchester City, and Burnley can pass it through you. I mean, actually, never mind. They are in the relegation zone. I'm sorry,
Wow.
HH. I think
Okay,
you need to. I think you need to get a loan somewhere because you might be the
nah,
jinx.
nah, nah.
You might be the jinx.
I'm seeking mental help. Mike, talk to me,
Wait,
bro.
so,
The Arsenal game and
I'll speak after Mike if that's okay. I'll speak.
oh,
after
sure.
Yeah, look, I thought it was going to finish 5-1 Arsenal. So I'll just say that right away. I thought it was going to finish 5-1 Arsenal. But
the glue.
the glue, man. I mean, you're the one who called him Angie Martinez all summer. Angie Martinez. Who is this guy? He comes from Celtic. He comes
I
from
said it
Yokohama.
out of
He comes
love.
from Brisbane Roar. He comes from the Australian national team. Who is this guy? You know what, HH? Open your eyes. Stop being a Chelsea fan TV and explore the footballing world. Because you can find good managers like Angie Martinez. Angie. See, now you got it infected in my head. Now I call him Angie Martinez. Ange Postecoglou, man. I don't think they played the best. Like the first half, I thought Tottenham really created themselves in difficult situations, especially Basuma Madison. Like twice they gave the ball up. I mean, Jesus got the ball off Madison. That really should have been a goal. He didn't even get that on target. So, yeah, I mean, for Arsenal, they didn't play their best. Yes, people can say injuries, but we clown United, but they have a ton of injuries. Chelsea have a ton of injuries, so it's not an excuse for Arsenal. If you guys want to win the league, you got to have a squad. And the players who went in, like Nketiah was terrible today. I didn't even know he played. Eddie was a no-show today. So I think 2-2 was a fair result, but yeah, like when you're bringing on Jorginho and he's giving up that mistake, especially right after you score and you give it up that mistake,
that's crazy.
That's
That's criminal.
why,
It's
Michael,
criminal.
that's
So,
why I used injuries as an excuse, bro, because of that Jorginho thing.
yeah,
bro.
but
If
H7,
that never happened, I
we
wouldn't
can't
use
say
that
that
as
then
an
for
excuse.
United because United have so many injuries. So
No, but
you guys,
United without injuries are still shit, bro. Let's keep
yeah,
it
but
that, bro.
you guys are supposed to be good and you're supposed to be in the title race this season.
Yeah,
You spent
but
all this
injury
money
time-
to
No,
get
no,
squad
but
depth.
but Mike, okay, so is it a case of where we have to now give a lot of love to Trossard and Martinelli, and Saka
course.
needs to now sort of stand up and be like, "Whoa, Saka, deflection tax and a penalty. You should have done a lot."
Saka was cooking Udogie for the first 30 minutes. Udogie looked like he was, I don't know where he was playing. I think he was back in Udinese because he was terrible.
He was
But then for the next 70, though, what did Saka really?
Yeah, but then next 60 minutes, he was great. I thought Udogie. He really then just calmed himself down, especially when he got to the yellow card. I thought, might get a red here, but the sun rises. The sun maybe at striker is the good thing here. So yeah, look, I think it was 2-2 was a fair result, and definitely Tottenham will be much more happier with that result. Going away, especially Postecoglou's first North London derby. I think that's a fantastic result. But for Chelsea, I mean, HH, what is there left to cook? What is there left to cook? It's just a burnt pot right now. That's what it is, Chelsea. I have nothing else to say. You guys, HH, can you just bring up this, right? Just bring this up for me, all right? Shout out to Alhambra. He showed this to me on Twitter. This is the Premier League table for 2023. You guys cannot see Chelsea until you go to 16th this season, or basically this
2023.
year.
Oh, wow.
For 2023. Chelsea have scored 24 goals this year and have 25 points, the same amount as Everton. Look, we've talked a lot about Chelsea and the recruiting and all this sort of stuff, but you haven't even scored again. As I said last week, you can't even give me one golazo. Un golazo, por favor. You can't even do that. There's nothing else to cook, HH.
So you look at this loss.
I didn't watch the game, so I can't say much about the Chelsea game.
No, okay, but where do Chelsea go from here now? Because I don't even want to know what Poch said is in his press conference. But this is what I say, because people want to use excuses. Now, I know you didn't watch the game. Gusto, it was a red. It was a horrible, horrible tackle, deserved red. He really has himself to blame. Can Chelsea hold on to the excuse of 11v11? We had chances. We didn't put them away. We went down to one man. It is what it is. I say that's a horrible excuse because you spent a bill. You're at home. You should still be able to get results. Worst case scenario, draw. but you should still be able to get a result even if you're down to 10 men. But so can Chelsea look at that as an excuse because we were down to 10 men?
Yeah, but look, you've tried to get the positives of, we've played well, we created chances, we just didn't score. That's now been going 3 games in a row now. So you can't even have that excuse. You just gotta get the players back. You gotta get Nkunku back, and I think you had too much expectation, HH, and I think a lot of Chelsea fans said, of course, you spend that crazy amount of money, you get players like Enzo, you get Caicedo, you get Nkunku, you get all these guys, and you're expecting, you know what? This season, okay, we'll just do small steps back into top 4, top 5, get back into Champions League football. But, the Premier League is tough nowadays. Like, every game is going to be hard. Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, obviously Brighton. So this is going to be a long road ahead, HH. You got to I know you don't want to be patient and everything because of spending $1 billion, but I just look at your front line and I just think to myself, it's not scary. It's not. I'm more scared of Brighton's attack than yours.
Chelsea generally have one of the worst attacks in the league. Genuinely.
Mike,
one of the worst attacks in the league.
Mike, who is better, Chelsea or Legia Warsaw?
I mean, Legia Warsaw is now better because Aston Villa lost to Legia Warsaw 3-2 in the Europa League, and then they beat Chelsea. So does that make Chelsea worse than Legia Warsaw?
No comments. Wait, let me come to Ardes and then to Danny T-Man, and then to you, Kenny. So Ardes, what do you want?
I'll speak after Kenny. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay. No. Let me come to Danny T, then Kenny. Danny T, talk to me.
Go Kenny.
Kenny, go for it. Kenny, go for it.
God damn it! No one wants to speak about it. Everyone's.
I'm playing FIFA. Like, give me like.
Man's playing EAFC. Honestly, the thing is that now I'm not even surprised because, like I said, the players we've bought, especially when for the past few years you've seen that our issue's been scoring goals. And then when you look at the players they bought, you spend all that money and you couldn't get me a forward that can score. That's like the planning on the squad, not just the young players. You can buy young, but the planning of the squad for me is so backwards because you've been struggling to score goals, and most of all that money you spend like just a little 30 mil on the Jackson.
No, but Kenny, this is what I was saying in the video. Who recruits mainly under 23s? That's the thing. How do you have a transfer strategy where because Kenny, I've never seen it before in my entire life. I've never seen a major team spend this amount of money on primarily young players. It has never happened before in the history. So again, you reap what you sow. So we're now relying on an unproven 22-year-old. You may look good in preseason, but being the first choice striker for Chelsea Football Club at 22 years of age, that's a mighty ask. And here's the thing though, that's why guys that's why you have an option. You go with 2 strikers. So Nico, if you're not doing well, there can someone that can take your role. So now it's not between Nico Jackson and Armando Broja. Come on, bro. What is this?
It's not even young players. It's random young players. You're not getting the best of the best anywhere. Who are these guys?
You get someone. The thing is that you're spending all that money. I don't get. Oh my gosh. And the squad planning, these guys, I don't know what they're doing because you're spending all that money on young players, and now the thing is, even the bench, I'm like, oh my gosh, honestly, I don't know what because these games that I'm seeing is the same issue every time. Like the attack is so terrible, the midfield, and I don't even know if I should blame the manager at this point because without how many managers, because I put some blame on him, but I'm gonna put probably like maybe 20-25% of the blame because at the end of this squad,
No. Okay, I'll agree with you. I can't blame Pochettino for today's game. I can't do it. You see, my thing is I'm looking at the big picture. I blame the people who hired Pochettino. A fool can only be a fool. So I don't blame the fool. I blame the guy who hired the fool. Pochettino can only be who he is. But if we're just focusing on this game primarily, bro, Nico Jackson, you had a 1v1. Chelsea, you had quality chances. So my thing is that the manager does his job when he restricts your position and his team creates chances. If the players can't put away those chances, how can it be you? So that's why it now goes into recruitment. We all know that the manager has nothing to do with recruitment. These players are being recruited independent of the manager. So hence why, you see, the only thing I blame Pochettino for, we may talk about this maybe tonight to the Hangouts, is when you were hired, we're a winning team, we're a winning team. But now you're now saying that, oh, this is a project. Why didn't you say it's a project when you had your first press conference? In your first press conference, you said that, oh no, we're a winning team.
HH, can you zoom into my API one?
No, API, I can't. I will not.
His PR obviously is going to say that to get the fans hyped up and all that stuff. But I think even him himself, he did say he wanted an attacker or a striker, and who you buy from? You buy him a Cole Palmer, some unproven guy. The guy did say during a lot of the time during preseason, the guy said, "I need experience. I need experience," and then you go and buy him 21-year-old and unproven guys. Like at some point, like the managers they can't just perform miracles. Like I said today, you have 3 clear 1v1s. It's not like it's 1v1s. It's you against the goalkeeper, and you miss all 3 of them. Like, I can't really blame the manager. And then an experienced guy like Thiago Silva. First of all, you made the mistake. You come out. We have 10 men. You miss your touch, and then instead of you don't have a yellow card. Just foul the guy. I don't. Whatever you do, I don't know what you do. Just foul the guy. You let him run, and then we consider a silly goal. And that you're the experienced guy. You should know. You have to take the guy out. And then these weeks, man, it's just the same.
But then though, wait, hold on. Was he the last man? Was Thiago Silva the last man?
No, it's not the last man. He's not. If he takes him out, it's a yellow card. It's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not as if he's going to get a red card. And your experience there. First of all, he misses he missed the first touch. Once he comes out, he missed his first touch. I don't know what it does. Then Jabi goes. He can clearly pull the guy back. Just pull him back, and then you kill the counter attack. But he lets the guy go, and then the Watkins is kind of lucky with the shot. Man, honestly, the weeks, man, this is terrible. I don't know if it's getting depressing watching
this. Like, see, for me, that's why I'm speechless, because it's like, where do you go from here? Like, it has gone beyond ridiculousness. Because see, that's why I say it's very dangerous right now.
I have some
morale is a very hard thing to pick up. So right now, confidence is at an all-time low. You can be the best player in the world. These players right now are like, because, and do you know what's worse? We're living in a social media age. So, and these are young guys who you need to be on Twitter, you need to be on Instagram. And you open up any social media, Chelsea is the #1 trending topic. And everybody, Chelsea, they are the footballing joke of the world. There is no bigger joke in football right now than Chelsea. So anywhere you go onto social media right now, if you're a player,
sports,
you're like, this guy's
sports, you're worse than the next.
It's terrible, and the thing is that honestly, even sacking the manager right now, like, what is he gonna do?
No, there's no. No.
It's not a manager issue.
No, this is the issue. No, Kenny, forget about the manager. It's the ownership. These guys want a yes man. They want to build. That's why Nagelsmann didn't take the role. That's why it was not going to be Enrique. Because my thing is, these owners, they want to do something particular. What manager is going to look at this team and be like, okay, I can win with these guys? Because they're like, okay, I can only win if you can give me, I need some experienced players. Because a new manager, you're not saying a new manager, can you now win with kids? No, it doesn't matter how good these kids are. And also, as Ike even said, these aren't even the most amazing kids. Some of them are good. Other guys are just random. So you want to win with like a few prospects, a few randomers, a few fruit sellers in the Premier League? Because see, this is how football works is experience is important. An experienced player is just as, if not more important than a more talented, inexperienced youth.
But wait, BMF, is it true that the Igbali entered the dressing room?
I just saw. I just went to the top Chelsea account. They said he went to the dressing. There's a video of him coming up from the dressing room.
So
this is disgusting.
Mate, get the heck out of that damn dressing room, bro. To do what?
He just left right now. There's a video of him coming out.
I tell you what, that clown does that stuff. He's doing it because it's going to trend on Twitter. You created this madness. No, because my thing is that what are you going to say to them? They're kids. You hired these kids.
Wait, so HH.
So your owner is Jerry Jones for the Cowboys, walking into the locker room post game.
It's very tough.
Soon he's gonna have a podcast as well.
I'll be real, right? This what leads to like toxicity in the dressing room when the owners are coming to the now. Let the manager do his job. That's the manager's job. You know, you just they did this under par, right? Where they literally went to the dressing room. I think it was against Dortmund when you guys lost in the Champions League game. This is just gonna lead. It's gonna lead. I can see this. This is not gonna end good.
No. BMF, my thing is you, Igbali, you flipping moron. You created this. Because you said it's a project, and you've created and you've seen over this recruitment. So if you're now going up to now shout and say, "Oh, we expect more," they're like, "I'm sorry, you are the guys who recruited this freaking Frankenstein."
And also, AKH, right? What I've been saying with Chelsea is that you guys went from experienced players, quality players, leaders in your dressing room to now having 2 billionaires running your dressing room plus hipsters and orphanage running your dressing room. Like, this is not like, I feel bad for Poch because I'm like, you're a good coach, but the Chelsea environment is literally what's going to cost you,
No. As I told you, there is an image out there where you see all the players they've recruited. Again, this is what I said again.
£1 billion.
Bro, remember what Potter said? I think it was Potter who said that there were so many players at one point they couldn't fit in the dressing room. Like guys had to actually sit down on the floor because there were too many players. So it was hard to actually manage and coach because guys were going around because it was too hard to communicate with how large the squad was. So my thing is that, do you know how stupid you have to be to bring in 20, 30 random youngsters? See, under Ranieri, when it was, Mattia Kezman, Damien Duff, all those dudes, these were actual experienced guys. There were too many, but there were at least experienced players who they'd actually cut their teeth already. You're bringing in a bunch of unknown youngsters who you now expect to now win against experienced players. So now, when they now lose or they look stupid, you're going to say what? Like, what are you going to say in the dressing room? Oh, do better, shout. No, it's on you. You created this because you recruited this. You see, I don't know what the future holds right now because Chelsea, I think, are in a really big mess. Because Pochettino is like, what the hell have I got myself into? Because here's the key thing. Pochettino, you're now in a situation where the morale is rock bottom. Do you have the skill sets to raise up the morale of this team? I don't know. Because I don't know. So I mean, wait, look. Let me come to Ardes. Talk to me, bro.
It's actually Blue Lions, actually. So, but
Ardes, Red Devil Studios.
Can you just maximize my profile image, please, if it's okay? HH, I think it might be time. I think it might be time. Because if you want to keep a stack, right, there aren't any available managers. You sack Poch now. There aren't any available managers.
Hansi Flick, maybe.
Hansi, to come into this,
Flick isn't coming.
Flick can't come to this, man. Flick literally left Bayern because of the board.
Exactly.
Where they come together. He's gonna come to this Chelsea mess.
Yeah. So, if you want to keep a stack, if Pochettino goes, you're gonna have to put an interim in. And I know that people don't want to have the Lampard conversations, but as you've said, as we've discussed, we're talking about morale. We're talking about proper Chelsea. We're talking about something that will give the fans enthusiasm and gusto. Like, that's why you bring someone like Lampard in. Like, because at the end of the day, if we don't care about results, because it's getting to the point now where, like, it according to Pochettino's people, like, results don't really matter. Apparently, like, it's a process, it's a project, etc. Okay, so if that's the case, if Chelsea football fans don't care about results or just want to, like, write off the season already, you might as well bring in someone like Lamps, who at least loves the club, who at least loves the fans, and who at least is available to see out the rest of the season, so you can bring in a proper coach who can actually take Chelsea Football Club forward. One that's actually available. because as it stands right now, I don't see Pochettino being at Chelsea Football Club by the time Chelsea face Manchester United. I mean, if you see the run of games, you've seen the we don't have to get the fixtures up. You know the fixture playing. The next game, Chelsea have their way to Fulham. Willian might dunk on Chelsea again. I don't know. I don't know. You know, Burnley away, you hope, but to be honest, Burnley will probably hold on to the ball more than you guys. The only thing is they can't score goals so it's probably going to be a draw. Maybe Chelsea might nick something. They get 3 points, hopefully. That's 9 points. And then after that, Spurs, Arsenal, Brighton, City, Newcastle away. Shout out to Newcastle, by the way. They're helping the Chelsea because I think they're beating Sheffield United. So, you know, I think that the whole relegation talk is out of the question because Sheffield United, Burnley, and Sheffield Burnley are probably all going to go back down. You know what I mean? So I don't think Chelsea have to worry about relegation. Chelsea are going to be fine from that point of view.
Yeah.
At least for one more season. So at the end of the day, like, I think Chelsea.
But again, speak because what is Egbali? Why are you going into the dressing room to do what? What are you going there to? Bro, if I was in the dressing room, I'd slap him in the face, bro. I would literally slap that guy in the face.
That's your girl.
No, fine. Bro, cancel my contract. If that guy comes here, I will give him one. I will give him one hot slap from Ikeja. For one hot slap from Ikeja.
We're living in a world where Sean Longstaff, Dan Burn, and Johnny Evans have more goals than Modric and Nicholas Jackson.
This guy every time with this.
What?
So, you know,
where are you spending for? Where are you spending force now? What's going on?
Who is the Ardius? Who is that Lazio goalkeeper?
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Exactly. You know, so that's Kenny. But that's where we are. That's where we are. You played 6 games. Okay, 5 goals. That's where we are, you know. So it's not acceptable for Chelsea Football Club spending £1 billion to only have 6 wins in 2023. Kenny, that's not acceptable. They wouldn't be acceptable for Burnley, for Bournemouth, for any sort of relegation side. So why is it acceptable for Chelsea Football Club? So realistically, I know people might say the Lampard thing is jokers or whatever, but the reality is Chelsea there aren't any top quality available managers to come in for Poch right now. So you have 2 options. You continue with Poch, and basically you aren't up to double digits by the time you face Manchester United in December, or you get an interim. And the only
here's the reality. Lampard is never coming back. That's the key thing, because after his second stint, I think he's pretty much ended the ties with manager, even his strongest supporters and everything. So whatever happens, purchasing out the season. Like, I think Chelsea just needs to accept that there's no one else to replace him. No one else is going to take this job specifically. No one else is going to take this bomb-ass orphanage pedophilic project. So all that's left is going to be Poch for the rest of the season.
So just to establish HH, and Kenny obviously a Chelsea fan, and the Chelsea fans are chat, and I think Daniel's a Chelsea fan as well. Come December.
Sorry. I hate the label. Go for it, bro.
Come December, and Chelsea don't have 10 points by December. You will still be content with having Pochettino in as a manager of Chelsea Football Club.
Of course not. What are these questions?
No, I'm not answering that question. Casey, talk to me now. Take some of these Dubinsky's. Casey, talk to me, man.
Yeah, first on the Arsenal versus Spurs game, I think like Arsenal were just a better team for the first 20-25 minutes, and after that, I think like Spurs. I think overall Spurs were the better team, barring that. And
I'd say it was even.
Yeah, and it's so funny with Christian Romero. Like, the guy can have a good game, but like he has such bozo moments sometimes. Like, bro, like he actually had a good game, barring those 2 dumbass mistakes that he made.
True. He has those bozo.
Yeah, but he will still be Chelsea's best defender. As for the London Knicks,
Casey, speak on Mount, by the way. Speak on Mount.
Yeah, I'm actually going to say that. Like with Chelsea fans, you always have this one player that you just get on the back of. Like last season, it was Mount, and then later on it became Havertz. Both of them have left, and somehow you have downgraded. Havoc. Nicholas Jackson is much worse than Timo Werner ever was. Like
Speak
Nicholas
on
Jackson
it.
is one
Speak
of the
on it,
worst
man.
strikers I've ever seen in my life.
Speak on it, man. That's saying something.
This guy has a touch of a Lukaku.
I'll be real with you. Like Nicholas Jackson is I think he's
Kojak. Kojak.
No, who are you going to blame now? Who are you going to blame? Mount has
Bring
left.
back
Havertz has
Lukaku,
left.
man. Come on.
Look, they
And
just
the
keep looking, bro.
No,
like,
Havo.
you gotta stop.
Wait,
No,
no, wait, hold up. No, what's it called? Mods. Put Strudon in timeout, bro. We're not gonna disrespect a legend like that, bro.
Yeah.
We're not disrespecting Rhythm Nation, bro. Relax. We're not disrespecting Rhythm Nation. Don't you dare evoke a legend and put a legend in the same breath as this clan of a striker, man. Don't do that. Please continue.
She has a song.
You won't be
called
playing
Control.
next game, so
Havoc. You know what the sick thing is? Mudzik has been your best player in the last 2 games, at least in terms of attack. Like if Mikhailo Mudzik is your best attacker, you know something is really, really bad. And are you going to tell me that Nkunku, when he comes back, like I think like in December or January, he's going to fix all of that?
Somebody in the chat needs a red card, by the way.
Yeah, bro. I mean, no, bro. It's not happening. I know it's not happening, bro. It's like it's basically this can't all rest on Nkunku.
Yeah, but
it
this
just
one
doesn't rest with one guy. Come on, man.
Yeah, bro. And by the way, bro, I think Thiago Silva needs to retire, man. Like great career, everything, but I think he's
there's a couple red cards in the chat. I can't lie.
Do you know what I think?
yeah, you might have
Remember
gone too crazy in the chat.
No, remember his tweets.
He's worse than
Remember his tweets on UCL Nights, Champions League with a crying emoji. I think Thiago has given up on his club, bro. So I just think he's just vibing out.
And the fact that he's almost 40.
Like look at the state of the club. Like why Thiago Silva as an experienced, veteran of the game. Like look at what Chelsea are doing. Like he didn't expect this to happen, under this Todd Bowley era. Like you just bring it.
By the way, I think you need to bury the
BMF. It's a heist. No. It's a Ponzi scheme. This is a scam. We've been scammed.
Just one more thing. I think you need to bury the hatchet with Minerals FC, and I think because only you two guys are the Chelsea fans who are actually speaking the truth on this. I'm not kidding. Like because those clowns on Crayfie Lewis, they always blame either Pochettino. I have never heard them blame the owners. Same with like that Alex Goldberg guy. Never blames the owners. Like I think only you and Minerals are the two Chelsea fans who are actually going out.
Those guys, but you have to understand that again. And okay, fine, I'll expose them, Casey. Certain fans, they earn money from having ties to the club. Yeah. It is not in their financial interest to go against. Hence why I say, like, guys, you can't trust these guys. See, someone like Minos, he's a rogue agent. Like me, we are rogue agents. But guys like Alex Goldberg and everything, they make money with the club. Bro, he knew Mason Mount's family. So when guys are that close to the club, so you're almost like an unofficial face of the club, it is not in your financial interest to say anything against the owners. So you have to always put a positive spin on everything. Hence why they're the last people that will ever speak the truth, because they make, and from that, bro, what you never do, never mess with someone else's money. Never do that. So I'll just say that I think what you're doing is stupid and it's moronic, but I get it. I'm not messing with their money because they make their money from being posted about Chelsea. So I'm like, it's cool. But just keep in mind that, let's just say that we know what this is about. Okay.
No, it's just I think
you're protecting your pockets. It is what it is.
I do think that
on Enzo.
Kenny.
I do think that some of them, they actually, I think a lot of people they overestimate the quality of the players who actually bought, because some of them they were bought for a lot of money. So I think people they rate some of these players that were bought way out.
Kenny, name names.
Every single player that was bought. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Oh, it's superb. Oh, welcome to Chelsea. Welcome to Chelsea. Heart emoji. Bro, when Nico Jackson was like, who the heck is this? Who is this? Because like, oh, Nico, I'm like, What?
Yeah, but Kenny,
People
guys,
got overhyped over the preseason. I like Enzo. Like Enzo ain't been that great. Like a lot of this play, like a lot of
Certain
these
man here was
players,
saying he's the best
Kenny,
midfielder in the
they've been
league.
overhyped.
remember
They're just
Chelsea.
not. They're young
Remember,
players, man. They're not that
remember
good.
though, Chelsea fans were clowning, and Michael knows, and Liverpool, they were clowning Liverpool fans, saying LFC, saying Lavia, saying
Yeah,
Caicedo,
yeah,
hamstring them,
I
saying
know.
had the better
He
midfield.
spent
They were
220
clowning
million.
them, so you can't go back and say, "Oh, we didn't." At the end of the day, you guys got your midfield. That's what you guys said. You can't then go back and say, "Oh, these players were
I don't think
garbage."
Lavia has played.
No,
in
no, no,
games.
no.
Yeah, Lavia
No,
hasn't
but
played yet.
yeah, Lavia hasn't played it. But the thing is, a lot of these players, because of the price tag that is attached to them, people are expecting them to be like the finished. None of them are finished article. Some of them they barely even articles. They don't even have one season in
but Kenny,
professional football.
again, Kenny, it's about recruitment. It's again, it's not just getting a player, it's what kind of player are you getting. So your Caicedo works well because he's under the environment and the system and the guise of De Zerbi. You now spending 2 billion on him and bringing him into an orphanage, expecting him to look just as good as he did under Brighton, you're being stupid. Because see, these guys, like, football is complicated. Football recruitment it's not easy. It's complicated.
Havo,
you have to think about what you're doing.
Even in Brighton, Bissouma was a better player than him.
Yeah,
Bissouma was better than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing with Chelsea is
Also, you guys rejected Madison, by the way, because he's over the age of 25.
Yeah, the 25.
And you guys didn't want
20
Vlahovic.
Yeah, that's
Vlahovic.
I said that about Vlahovic. Yeah, Vlahovic. People were saying that he's not good enough. You see, this season, yeah, he's going to have a banging season, and then these same people are going to be crying. Oh, why didn't we get Vlahovic last season? Oh, why did?
I mean, I was with the Vlahovic. Oh, come on, wait. Let me say
Can I say one last thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Quickly. Just that I think if Liverpool have signed Caicedo, you would have probably seen the best of Caicedo because he would have been in a stable environment in a club that is looking in a right direction and a squad that is ready, right? Not ready to win the Premier League, in my opinion, but I think Caicedo would have been the best. Obviously, I didn't watch Caicedo today, so I can't say, but it just looks like Caicedo just feels a little bit uncomfortable with the situation and doesn't really understand what's going on with Chelsea at all because
Mike, I tweeted this out because see, I said I'm not a tribal fan. I'm a football fan first before a tribal fan. I'm like, Caicedo, you chose the wrong option. Now, fair enough. You're going to end
know
more
why
money.
he chose. HH, let's be honest here. We know why he chose Chelsea.
Money, like
it's fair. Like the agent got paid. He got paid.
My
thing's like the right footballing project of course it's Liverpool, because if you actually want to look better and actually put your best foot forward, Liverpool was the better option. Same thing with Enzo as well. It's like for Enzo, you're just coming off of the World Cup. Now, back then we didn't really know. So, but post Enzo for Caicedo, when you look at Liverpool, everything is working well. That's why I use the example of the Newcastle game. Going down to 10 men isn't an automatic loss. No. If you have a system, a philosophy, and a way of playing, in many ways, going down to 10 men actually further reinforces the psychology and the mentality of your team. If you have no mentality and you have no spine, you go down to 10 men, it's over.
Yes,
and then the thing is that the environment is so bad, and especially with young players, the environment where you're in needs to be stable.
Yeah,
and it's like the environment is so bad. Is for the past year, Chelsea has been a mess, and then you're expecting young players to thrive in that environment. Like it's not gonna happen.
And Ken, you just said the right thing. See, this is what is. That's why I say, Egbali, get your bum out of that locker room, you stupid moron. The whole point of experienced players is this is where you need the experienced players. When results are not going well, things are going bad, it's like, oh, guys, young kids, I've been here before. So if you've been in this situation before, you can use experience to be like, guys, comment. We'll ride through. But these are young guys. I don't know what this is.
Bring up Nemo's super chat.
No. Okay, look. Let me hit this Dubinsky. Shout out to Fair. Since Tuchel sacks, Chelsea don't have a solid starting 11.
Because they got a bunch of players. Like, what you think is gonna happen?
Because we bought a continent's worth of offense. That's why. Guys, does anybody know what Jimmy J. Morgan looks like?
But you're happy you sold
this Jimmy J.
There's a guy called Jimmy J, bro. I don't care what anyone says. That is a country and western singer right now. That guy has a track with Kenny Rogers. Okay, I'm gonna go to Spotify and find his track with Kenny Rogers, bro. Jimmy J. Morgan.
Let me cook next,
shout
by
to
the way,
Malcolm.
AJ.
I blame Jackson and Sterling. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Way more on Jack, bro. Guys, man, this dude, man, it's
and this guy has 5 yellow cards as well. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's suspended for the next game. He won't play against.
Wait, so
like you're not scoring goals. You're not scoring goals, and then you're getting silly yellow cards. Yes.
Chelsea's
You imagine in 6 games, the guy in 6 games, this guy's received 5 yellow cards. Like, what are you doing?
Well, I mean,
like, what's going on?
I'll be honest,
wait. So hold on. He has 5 yellows.
Yeah, 5 yellows.
Yes.
Yeah, 2 GS, 5 yellows. Yeah.
Who's
so what's it called?
Gadlock.
What is Chelsea's goal of the month for the next Premier League?
Yes, they don't have
bro.
one.
As a guy, look, Lord knows, man.
Still got Brighton.
It'll probably be a save like Sanchez. Okay.
Abris fair. Writing was on the wall the moment they sacked Potter, and it looks like they're going for. No. Nagelsmann is Germany, bro. That's about to get it, which I think is stupid. But since Nagelsmann doesn't want to wait, they got. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, before
sorry.
they got Potter.
Writing was on the wall the moment they sacked Potter. Nagelsmann was. I'm here. Here's my resume. I am a Bayern unique manager, where the Bayern players themselves were like, bro, what the hell did we do? So I was unjustifiably sacked from Bayern Munich. I was just, bro, and look at how well I did in the freaking UCL. I'm here. I'm your guy. The moment Chelsea rejected Nagelsmann, I was like, okay, all right. I think the rest is in the wall. Because that's why I say, like, see, Abdullahi, I don't know what you're doing about Poch out. See, anybody saying Poch out, bro, that is so myopic. That is so myopic because that's when, like, guys, you're missing the point. Oh, sack Poch. No, it's not about Poch.
When you come to my point, I will talk. I'm not going to.
Okay, I'm like, of course your point because it's not about Pochettino. It's not about bro. This game was about tactics. Like, bro, Poch, you were to blame for that Bournemouth thing. I'll put that on you. This game, not on Poch, bro. It's not on Poch.
Yeah, you created chances in this game.
Yeah, bro.
Nico we have 3 1v1s. Like 3 clear, like 1v1s.
1v1s. How is that on Poch? You had 3 freaking 1v1s, bro.
Jackson only hit one of those, though.
It was Sterling and Chilwell.
Sterling could have squared it to Jackson for a tap in. He didn't do it. Yeah. Chilwell had one that was a weak shot.
Chilwell should have squared it. Like, truly, your
there's idiotic attacking play. It's not just on one player, which
and the mentality of the players too. The mentality of the players.
So half hope snowball is Jesus.
What the fuck?
The Nick has more yellow cards than goals. Why is there an EPL post match but no La Liga?
I know who that is.
Oh yeah, no one cares about the farmers. Oh, wow, La Ligas, Jesus. Okay, thank you, snowballers, bro. And also, please, can you change that AEI? Lack up. Also, I'm living in a world where Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, City playing ball while I'm waiting for Chelsea to score a goal or maybe win a home game. Hashtag no.
Yeah, actually, quick question: how many home games have Chelsea actually won this year?
That's crazy.
Didn't Enzo Fernandez win his first
I think he's Luton. That's the only one.
Bro,
wow.
Wait,
yeah,
no.
Wait. Remember that run Mourinho was on of home victory, where literally Stamford Bridge was a fortress under Mourinho, and he had a home record. We've gone from that to where, bro,
it's a brothel.
Stamford Bridge is a brothel. Put your money down and get it. Put your money down and you can get it. Because, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, like, basically, the scary thing right now, guys, is I can only imagine that dressing room right now because you can see the body language. Guys and my thing is, is Pochettino the guy to raise the spirits? Because everything is such a mess, it's crazy. And people don't like me to say this though. Roman Abramovich. And also, you see, please, I dare somebody to blame this on Abramovich. Because you
a certain Texan.
Wait, hold on, Casey, shush. You ungrateful cretins. How is Abramovich to blame for this?
But Bowley spent the money.
Bowley spent the bill. We're always heading this way. Huh? So Abramovich was to blame for you recruiting an orphanage. Do you know how dim-witted that is? Do you know how idiotic that is? I tell you, people, we are living in the land of mumus. We are living in the land of mumus. Man. Shout out to Sabrit Fairman. Move to Canada, they might give you asylum. The thing about Canada, though, I actually want to go to Canada, but I hear it's freezing up there. I'm here minus 20 Celsius, minus 10 Celsius. So I like this skin doesn't do cold, bro. Like that's my kryptonite, man. Bro, this skin doesn't do guys, do you know what it means where a young skinny Nigerian was, because I was fast against stereotype, because I was fast, I was forced to play rugby in the freezing cold. Guys, you think Nico Jackson's shots are shots? Bro, my shots were up to my freaking pelvis, bro. And literally, because you know black skin, my skin would turned white.
How are you though? How are you?
My skin would turn white based on just how dry it was, man. It's crazy, man. Like, guys, it's just crazy. Oh God, here we go. Alhambra. Yeah, I think it's way shared. In 2023, we are 16th with 2 more games played than Everton. 24 games. What? Minus 12 GD. 25
That's true, by the way.
HH will have the most expensive team in the championship.
Oh my God.
He's speaking facts.
Can I speak on this, HH? I want to cook.
Genuinely, HH, I'm actually I'm frightened for you guys, because I look at you and I look at other teams in Europe, and you might be competing with like Empoli and these sort of teams, or even Heidenheim, who just got promoted to Bundesliga. Like, you guys can't score 1G.
Okay, can I speak now?
It's
No, Mike. Because but Mike, my thing is, Chelsea, you created this problem. You created this issue.
Outside source, it's internal.
It's internally. Okay. Let me come to Abdullah, and I'll read the rest of it. Dubinsky. So Abdullah, talk to me, bro.
Like I said, Ed is gonna go. Somebody has to take accountability, and he has to be back at the value.
Who? Name names. Who?
Hold on. The ownership has to take the accountability. That's first.
Do you want names, bro?
Oh, don't.
You want?
I read the super chat. I'm sorry.
Okay, Abdullah, go for it.
The ownership has to take accountability. In as much as I want to blame the owner, I already told you from day one. I will keep repeating myself. We have an imposter in Chelsea Football Club. It's Mauricio Pochettino. He is an imposter.
Abdullah, really?
Let me land. Because right now my head is, and I'm getting pissed off already.
No, Abdullah, no. Talk about this game. Who is to blame for this loss?
Because when you have an imposter at your club, the direction is negative. That's a red flag. I don't see. Poch is a good coach. That's big. Even being a good coach is a stretch. Is an average coach.
Wow.
That's it. Being a good coach is a stretch. I keep telling people, Poch is coming out and telling me Conor Gallagher is the captain. Thiago Silva cannot be the captain because he doesn't speak English. Are you freaking mad?
Abdullahi, who is to blame for this loss?
The problem is we have 3 wingers in Mikhail Madrid, Sterling, and Jackson. 2 of them are brainless. One is, I don't understand what is going on with him. Who is Sterling and Jackson? My problem with Sterling is not even creating chances. It's scoring goals. Sterling will save free posts. I was the preseason in Chicago Fire. When I went to watch the preseason, Sterling missed an open post. He missed an open post against Dortmund. The fan base have a go at him. He was causing the fan base. He was costing us the fan base. So, him missing chances is not even new to me because he does that in Manchester City a lot. So, it's not even, I'm accustomed to him missing chances. I'm not worried. Now, my problem now is Jackson because now it's been given. The problem we're having, Jackson is being given chances, but he's not converting. That's an issue. Not even the players. That's on listening on the manager.
Okay. So I'm like, again, I'll ask: was Pochettino to blame for this loss? Yes or no?
For me, it was. I'm gonna say 40% to blame, and the rest is on the players. And the reason I say 40%.
How is 40% his blame?
Let me explain. Your job as a manager is to give the players instruction at position and tell them exactly what to do. That's the job of a manager. And if you cannot do that as a manager, you should be inducted into Class B. Because Poch, for me, see, you can't have a manager.
Wait, hold up. There were 3 1v1s. You had chances. How is Poch to blame for that?
I know.
Yeah, come on, Abulai. Come on.
I know we have 3 1v1s. But Poch is playing Levi Cowell as a left back. Is he a left back? He's playing Thiago Silva as he needs to
Abdullah, no. Now you're being unfair. Wait,
I'm not being unfair. Poch needs to take a blame
Before the sending off, did Villa come close to scoring? No.
Before the sending off, we had our chances in the first half. We didn't take our chances. It's on the players. I'm
when does Poch come into it?
But I'm also going to blame the manager.
You guys are arguing over Abdullah. He said 40% goes to Poch, 60% goes to the players.
And I'm saying that 40% is ridiculous.
For this game, 40% makes no sense. You cannot be playing Levi Cowell as a left back and keep shoehorning Thiago Silva.
I get where Abdullah is coming from.
Somebody needs to be on the bench. It's annoying right now. It's annoying. It's an express central back.
But let's
needs to be on the bench.
Wouldn't the larger point be that Chelsea are only creating like the 3 main chances that Chelsea created? One of them was to Jackson on his left foot. One of them was a left back who magically disappeared with the ball from a great ball from Cole Palmer, by the way. HH, you haven't mentioned him. And then Sterling is brainless. And he's just greedy because he wants to score, and he doesn't score the ball. Those are the 3 chances. So you have a brainless person, a left back, and a striker who's low on confidence. Those are the 3 chances that were created. Should a team like Chelsea only be capable of creating 3 great chances in a game?
No,
they should be creating more. That's
no. Wait. Three. No. So now you're telling how many chances?
How many chances Manchester City create in a game? How many chances?
No. We're not talking about
Manchester City.
No.
The best team in the world.
No.
Danny, stop.
Yeah, come on. Let me compare it to City. That's ridiculous. Today we watched Tottenham against Arsenal. How many clear chances did Tottenham create or whatever? They create 4 great chances. But when they had the chances, the guy scored. Even the first goal that
if he gets given a 1v1, I'm sorry, you've got to put it away.
A left back should be putting it away. Chilwell, like you have to
Nico Jackson. Nico Jackson, that was supposed to say 1v1.
Sterling as well.
One thing is,
Nico Jackson. What you think football is? Are you saying 40%?
Yes,
that is craziness.
Nah,
based on the game that we just saw.
You learn these players get away.
Can I speak on this after
40% yes on the Poch because Poch has been political here, and I've been saying it from day one, from the beginning of the season. Mauricio Pochettino has been political when it comes to decision making. It's that time we have to say the truth about the manager. The players is gonna get the blame. They're gonna get the majority of the blame. I'm not gonna lie about that. But Poch needs to take the blame. He's been political. Silva, Disasi, Levi Cowell. Somebody needs to take the blame. Someone needs to be on the bench. And let's say for the attacker. I'm not mad because this is where we met ourselves in terms of buying young players, not above 25, 26. Will I get mad? I'm gonna be getting pissed off because the ownership, the direction they're going to, I'm not in support of it. But that's where they're putting us right now. But again, as a manager of caliber of Poch, I expect you to kind of galvanize the team.
The manager.
You are saying Manchester is getting how is he getting 20% of the blame? How is he getting 20%? Because you guys are letting go of Poch because he's making some brainless decision making from the beginning of the season.
Abdullahi, who hired Pochettino? No. And my point is, who hired him?
He's born.
We know Abdullahi, we know what he is. We all know what he is. We saw him at Tottenham at PSG. We know what he is. So my thing is that you say Poch. Who rejected Nagelsmann? Who rejected Luis Enrique? And who hired this dude? Who hired Potter, who then hired Lampard, who rejected Nagelsmann, rejected Enrique, and got Pochettino. Abdullahi, focus on the problem.
Yes,
if Enrique come is the same thing. If Nagelsmann is the same thing. Like
I agree with what you said. You see this manager you mentioned, in as much as I have my preference in that, we're still gonna have the same problem having with Poch right now. But they're gonna be able to beat him because you're gonna see tactical in those manager where they're gonna implement their system. Poch is not playing his own style of play. It's been political here. We need to be factual about him. It's been politics
style
here.
Of play. What my style?
Because with Enrique, you know the way Enrique wants to play. Same thing with Nagelsmann. We know the way they want to play.
With kids. With
kids. But with Poch is being political by telling us. See, by telling us it trusted Liverpool to be a central back and it trusted Silva because of his age. I'm sorry. If Silva is not giving us what they want, put him on the bench or even put him on the reserve. Very simple. Put a left back in a left back. Put a central back in a central back. This is not hard to do.
Also, I don't understand why Pochettino is playing Enzo as a virtually a forward.
Man.
He's playing him as a forward.
Yeah, that is dumb.
No.
Yeah, that I agree.
And AK, which is true, but AK, from the game that I saw, that point is irrelevant.
But
because
HH,
in the game,
the point is valid because HH, if you have Gallagher further forward and Enzo further back, you have more control in the midfield area. What happened today? Whenever you had chances, Aston Villa came right back at you. Aston Villa always had the counter on lock.
And
you would have more control in the midfield with Enzo there instead of Gallagher, which would increase the amount of chances you had. Which then now you can say, okay, the attackers flopped. And I'm not saying the attackers didn't flop. The attackers did flop. But Poch is responsible for not having as much control in the game as you should. If you had Enzo and Caicedo in the midfield too, you have more control in the game. You have more chances created. And maybe, who knows, maybe if Sterling has 6 chances instead of 3 and Jackson has 7 chances instead of 4, he may score something. We don't know.
No. Okay, so it's okay. So my thing is, then take that 40% of blame to 20.
So we're arguing over 20% in Abdullahi's mind. Can we move on, please?
Because if you say 20, if you put into 20%, yeah, look, more chance creation, give yourself a chance. I'm sorry, 40 is too high because that game that I saw, Villa were not coming close to scoring. 11 Villa were not coming close to scoring. And I'm sorry. Yes, you should have had, but the chances were there to put the ball away. But some genius decided that a dude called Nico Jackson, 22 years of age, is now the second coming of Drogba. And he should say, what's up? Some realizers are right. Sterling in 2022 is still relevant. Wait, let me just finish this to business comments with this guys. Shout out to Gatlock, man. Chelsea, the new attacking virgins, players are virgins, and oh wow. Oh god. Cruyff 18. Poch played Messi at right wing and had him out wide, hugging the touchline. That's all you need to know about how much of a bomb he is. Which is why I say, guys, look at the big picture.
He's not only on Poch.
Ever since that UCL final, he's been a bomb. So rather than say, oh, Poch out. If you hire a moron and expect a moron to be a genius, then you're the idiot.
But that doesn't take away the blame.
I can't blame him. I'm sorry, I can't blame a moron.
You're saying
a guy that's a moron.
You're saying that because I expect him to be an idiot, I can't blame him for being an idiot. Whereas you can blame him. I can't blame an idiot
for being an idiot. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Wow. Listen, if I know a guy is a fool and he does foolish things, bro, you're a fool.
That's true.
If you're a wise man and you do foolish things, I'm like, bro, you should know better. Why are you doing foolish things? You're a wise man. If you're a fool and all you know is being a fool and you do foolish things, how am I to blame you? It's in your nature to be a fool.
RDS, bro, like go get some water, bro.
Why are you coughing on the camera?
Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's all right. You're
I'll put it on beats, man. Therefore, dishonor. Palmer's haircut is from the bubonic plague era. Jesus, wow. Actually, low key it is, but Rakesh Kumar, man, member for 4 months. Thank you, bro. Bro, Son has risen. Chelsea need Vlahovic again. My thing is, you need a clinical striker.
You guys in this fucking
These guys didn't go for Vlahovic.
See, the problem is
because
Daniel,
he was
you guys
too
create
old.
a lot of chances, but you need a clinical striker like an
Yeah, I was just
Ivan Toney,
Vlahovic
a
again.
Vlahovic, an Osimhen.
Tony
He's
would
one
have
of
been
these guys.
perfect.
Any
Tony's one of
striker
these
you
guys.
put in this system would flop. I don't care. You
Yo,
could
But
leverage
no, but
down
Jackson
Okay,
has
so
had only
Vlahovic misses
one
that
good
1v1.
season
and you
in
not
his career.
create enough chances to score. It's simple as that.
So Vlahovic
no,
is
but how many?
23, though.
No, but how many chances do you need? Have you seen Jackson? Like, you can't tell me from
Yeah.
all the chances, all the chances
what do you
Jackson
say?
have received this.
Jackson had
You, can-
enough
you,
chances.
Vlahovic,
no,
Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Jackson has the highest XG, by the way.
Jackson has.
Jackson has the
you
highest
can't tell me.
XG of any
The guy
striker.
is not a great striker.
Do you want to
can't
know
tell me.
how many more
That's it.
chances that they need? The answer is more.
No,
It's
they
Nah,
don't.
clearly not
No,
hold
no,
on.
wait, hold on,
disagree.
Daniel. Wait, Daniel. I'm asking you. So you're saying that Vlahovic would have the same misses that Nico Jackson has had? With the
Yes.
chance that Nico
Not.
Jackson-
Oh,
No, come
sorry.
on,
Sorry,
come on,
sorry.
Daniel.
He wouldn't have the same misses, but it wouldn't increase Chelsea's likelihood of winning games.
Yes, it will.
But-
Because
How?
I'll tell you why.
And how would he get the ball?
Goals
I'll tell
change
you why.
games,
I'll
bro.
tell you why.
No, wait, Daniel.
Gallagher?
No, I'll tell you why, right?
No, but Daniel, if those chances fell to Vlahovic, we'll all agree that Vlahovic would at least score at least half of the chances that are falling to Nico Jackson.
Facts.
You don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm watching Sterling missing 1v1s. I'm sorry. If you put
Come on,
if you put
man.
a better
What are you
winger, I'm sorry. Like, at the end of the day, these attackers they're not good enough. If you've watched all Chelsea's 6 games and you're telling me that a better strike force is not scoring at least double the goals, I'm like
Facts, Kenny.
you're being disingenuous right now.
You're
I'm
being
sorry. If I'm watching,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If I'm watching Jackson just wayward shooting and Sterling not even looking up and shooting shot at the goalkeeper. You can't tell me that better attackers are not
Okay,
scoring. I'm sorry.
hold on. Okay, let's
Even how they're striking
Okay,
the
let me
ball is
go.
ridiculous.
Okay, let's put Vlahovic in the same position that's in AK's Avi. Let's say he's there. Let's say you remove Jackson and you put Vlahovic. Sterling shoots it.
No,
So,
he probably
like
scores.
it's about
You
the
should've said that, bro.
creation of the team.
No, Daniel. I said, forget if the chances in the Bournemouth and this game fell to Vlahovic rather than Nico Jackson, it is more likely Vlahovic scores us because he's a much more clinical striker than.
More
Then goals
likely-
change
Not
game.
only that,
Like,
Habo,
goals
Habo.
change game.
Well,
Then
like,
How
goals-
many times were your attacking players offside today? I think I counted like 3 times they were offside. So
Yeah,
That's
five.
true.
Why
movement
like
is not
5-6
good.
offsides?
Doesn't
Yeah,
Vlahovic
yeah.
have the highest
because
XG
Daniel,
used
it's,
this season?
we just have to be basic here. Vlahovic is a better striker
Better
and more
striker.
clinical than Nico Jackson. That is
Yep,
just
more
a
experience as well.
Yes.
How would he be fed?
I don't get you.
Bro,
I'm
Jackson
not
is
arguing
getting
that he's
chances, you know.
worse.
You know
Okay,
Jackson are
you're
getting
right.
chances.
You're right. You're right. But I'm saying, how would he be fed?
Daniel,
Who would get him the
Daniel,
ball? Vlahovic
Daniel,
isn't Ronaldo
Daniel,
from the 90s
Daniel,
who's going to
Daniel,
dribble and
Daniel
make his
Tilloch,
own goals.
Daniel Tilloch. If the chances that fell to Nico Jackson
We
fell
don't know
to
if
getting
Vlahovic would be in the
he-
same position
there
as
is a
Jackson.
greater
He's a
likelihood-
different
there is a
fucking
greater likelihood
person.
that he would score them.
No, Vlahovic got better moments than Jackson. So
This is what you are.
Wait, guys, can I speak? Can I speak on this?
Wait, hold on. Let me just finish this Dubinsky. Let me finish this Dubinsky's, man. Oh gosh, snowbodies. Studies say, okay, all right. I'm not with
Yeah, that's on call.
John Donut. As a Gunner, those Chelsea, hey, Georgie, a nasty work. Hold that L and take it with you on your slow but assured descent into mediocrity and challenge.
Nah.
Hey, look,
Mhm.
maybe it wasn't all bad. Jorginho and Havertz doing
Yeah,
the Lord's
Havertz,
work.
man.
Thank you, bro. And again, we warned you about Jorginho. We warned you about both of these two. But at least Jorginho
Yeah.
scored that winning goal last season. At least he did something. O'Malley. Boli thinks tanking exists in the Premier League. I think he does, actually.
You know, that might be his thinking though.
No. I really think he does.
What they
Bro, I
doing
really
is
think this guy does. Wait, so he's leveraging the number 1 draft pick from Mbappe next season.
He might get Mbappe's brother though.
Wait, Lampard is preparing to save you. Hashtag proper Chelsea.
Third time's the charm.
God forbid. That
No,
guy's
John
not
Terry.
going
This time, John
Third
Terry.
time lucky.
Chelsea downgrade from J5, Timo, Kai, and Mount. How?
That is true. That is true.
No, that's terrible. I didn't know that was possible.
When
I
is the
can't lie.
communicated show coming back? Never, bro. It's never coming
It's
back.
already going.
Wait, let me.
We
Jamal,
need to
talk to me.
sort it.
Jamal, talk to me.
I feel sorry for only Kenny, man. Kenny's the only Chelsea fan I feel sorry for. The rest of you deserve this. Because, bro, Kenny's the only sensible Chelsea fan here. The guy always speaks well and he don't get carried away. Todd Bowley, man. What's the jail you used to say? San Quinta? That's a jail you always talked about.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
Todd
Quentin,
Bowley. Yeah, Todd Bowley needs to go there, man, for life. He needs a life. Give him 100 years. Because, bro, how can you buy a set of 15-year-olds and put them in this team? Bro, Thiago Silva is nearly 40. This guy must be saying, have these guys even have pussy yet? I mean, bro.
Whoa.
I mean,
whoa. Jamal was close there.
I mean, bro, it's bad, man. But H, this is what I have to say. And there's nothing personal against Enzo. I'm not scapegoating him because the whole team. But I'm just gonna reel off some stats. Since Enzo has been in the Premier League, he hasn't even seen 10th. The first part of the table. The highest he has been is 10th. He hasn't seen the top half of the table.
Yes.
H, McAllister has joined Liverpool 2 months. He already has more wins than Enzo at Chelsea. Enzo only win 4 games at Chelsea. He's only won 4 games at Chelsea. McAllister has won 5. H, you have won 6 games in 2023. H, you had an easy start to the Premier League table, bro. You had Forest, Luton, Bournemouth.
Jamal,
I didn't think you would win.
This is the easiest.
H, have you seen October? H, your October is bad.
Winter is coming. Literally, winter is coming for you.
Yeah,
Can I go now? Can I go now?
Yeah, last thing I want to say. No, wait, one more thing I want to say. City are going to win the title, but I've always said this. Liverpool, we are coming second, and I can offer you a title race. That's the best I can give you, HH. We are going to... Yeah, we're not going to win. City is going to win the title, but I'm giving you a title race. That's the best I can give you. Because, bro, wasn't you the guy saying we should have sacked Klopp? Never be reactionary. That was reactionary, HH. Now he has this player, bro. Liverpool are looking good. We're second at the table, unbeaten, 5 wins in a row. And I don't know how we didn't beat you guys, man. That 1-1 draw, man, that is looking so bad right now. But I'm guarantee you second place, and we're going to have a title race. It's Liverpool or bust, because Arsenal, these guys ain't doing nothing.
No. I said that from the jump. That, again, I don't want to be disrespectful to Arsenal, but Liverpool have been to the promised land and they've conquered the promised land. And they've pushed City to a point twice. So the only guys, I just don't think Liverpool can really do what they did in those 90-point seasons. But the only guys that can really push, in my view, the greatest Premier League side of all time is these City guys. Like, and that's it. Because for me, Arsenal can't. We say Arsenal because Arsenal cannot go into the deep waters that Man City can get. Liverpool can't go into those deep waters.
Wait, very quickly, Michael, what's your thoughts on Liverpool, bro? What do you think we can do this season?
Well, first off, shout out to Darwin Núñez. You know what?
Come on.
He's actually looking good. I can't lie. He's actually looking good.
Yeah,
although he should have had 2 goals today. But that goal he scored today, you got to check it out. That was a nice volley by him. I think we'll finish max second. I just look at us defensively and still we are giving up way too many chances, especially the first half. We're basically second half FC. The first half is horrendous. The second half, we absolutely bossed it. If we could just play a full 90 minutes, it'll be fun. But I mean, if Arsenal can't do it, then I guess we have to do it again and try and push somebody. Otherwise, it's going to be
Newcastle winning 5-0.
Michael.
So wait, hold on. So Lacomo, why do Chelsea players forget how to score?
Oh my God,
bro!
It's a mentality. It's a mentality.
You want to say it's low. It's low when your confidence is low, bro. Yeah. And that's why it's so scary because confidence it keeps going lower and lower. While the memes keep on getting greater. So it's going to get even harder to score. All right, and here we go. Okay, so yeah, Demo, this is ridiculous.
That's funny. That's funny. That's
he's already got a bookmark. He's already got a bookmark.
That might be double the month. That might be double the month.
That's a good one.
Wait, hold on. Remember when wait, what did Toni Kroos say embarrassing to in his tweet?
Diego going to Saudi.
And then someone put a thing of like, if let's say they were to make like Musiala captain, and Kroos then puts it embarrassing.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
You know what's the most funny thing, bro?
Vega's so shit. He's so garbage.
Yeah.
Wait, very quickly, guys. I was speaking to a Chelsea fan today. And he actually told me the last good performance over 90 minutes you guys have was 4-0 against Juventus. in the Champions League.
No.
That's 2 years ago.
No. Jamal.
When was that? Was that
It's
2
a
years
known
ago?
fact, guys. It's a known fact. Like that's has been brought up so many times. Where I remember that game, and we kept saying, the last game, and it kept on going further and further. So wait a minute. Do you know that we can exactly
and then Putin invaded
the last
Ukraine.
time Chelsea played good football and were amazing? Was that
we had a good game against Milan last year on that part in the Champions.
What was it? 90 minutes control, though.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I think Tamori got a stupid red card in that.
90 minutes, like quality.
Yeah, he did get a red card there.
Control was that Juve game.
Yeah, that Juve game was crazy. What's in the day? We still the club.
Does Oba have more goals than Chelsea have wins?
I think
he did score 2 against Ajax.
He scored 2 against
Ajax. And here's the thing right now.
And Lukaku scored as well.
Yeah, Obama, but
Ziyech scored twice.
And Marseille mess as well.
Felix.
Garbage.
Shout out to mostly Jay. The sacrifice for the COVID CL relegation 2024. No.
Are you going to be the new Nottingham Forest? Are you actually going to be the new Nottingham Forest?
No, don't do that.
But did you see what Pep said about Nottingham Forest as well? These guys are troll.
Pep.
That guy's bro.
That guy. Let's see. He said that's crap, and look at how they went and completely dumb. See, Pep, he's a troll. The guy's a known troll, bro. Shout out to
Mourinho does it. That's okay.
Jackson 5 started in 1964, almost 60 years ago. They made the name famous. Then MJ, Samuel L. Jackson, Janet Jackson, Sorry Miss Jackson, and YSK Jackson all carried on the lineage until this book.
Respect the Jacksons.
Guys, low-key, can you name me a bad Jackson apart from Nico? Like a Jackson name that's synonymous with like being like bad or horrible. If Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson, Samuel Jackson, and most now YSK Jackson, I don't think YSK don't you dare.
Yeah, I don't know about
that. So YSK, remove yourself out of that category, bro, because you don't get put in there. But yeah, the Jackson name, bro, it carries weight to it, and Nico is now
Andrew Jackson. Boom! I found one.
Oh no,
but that's before Michael Jackson.
He was a slave owner.
Yeah, history tax. So no one knows him.
You can't beat me.
With all the youth at Chelsea, is Jackson a good name?
What is it?
With all the youths at Chelsea, is Jackson really a good name?
Especially when he styles out like that, man.
That's the yellow, bro. That's crazy. That's like that's. I also don't know. No, don't do that. That's Jamal. That was crazy. Don't do that.
Allegedly.
Yes, alleged. Shout out to even though Samba. Chelsea had a chance to sign a finisher like Vlahovic, but no, player development was more important. So. This is why, if you go into the dressing room, you're going there to say what? If you're angry at Nico Jackson, you're angry to say what? Bro, there was time. Vlahovic. You didn't even put in a bid. Everyone was saying, no, bro, we're now.
They tried to do it.
Last season, the issue was, man, put the goals away. We can't put the goals away. You had the whole summer to be like, let's try and find a known finisher. Nico Jackson, that's hopeful. And again, we've seen this too many times. You don't pin your hopes on a preseason. So what you do is you have to go there where, guys, Vlahovic is not the greatest finisher in the world, but there are levels. Vlahovic is not Kane. He's not Lewandowski, but he's better than Nico Jackson.
And Nico Jackson was a bench player for Villarreal. Like, think about this.
Yeah, he was.
Yep. Bro, who the heck was this dude, man?
And you know what's a hurtful thing? Juventus wanted Lukaku, so you could have done a swap deal. The swap deal was there.
Their fans were against that, though.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I don't know what this guy is doing. So Marvin Book here, Dr. Umar gonna give H 20,000 lashes for the Bonnie law. Well, Mike, I have this question as well. I don't know what this is about. So yeah, we'll move on there. YSK Jackson. HH already took 10,000 from when he was.
Oh my god.
Nah. Come on, guys. Come. That's a yellow. That's a red. That could be a red.
No, that's messed up. I'm not even going to finish that thing. YSK again, man. Proper Chelsea are saying there's a twist to come over ratio imbalance at the club. Hashtag Mocha make a Chelsea.
These super chats are wild. These super chats are wild.
Can I go now? Can I go now? Is it my turn? Can I do Skip Bayless?
So is Cristiano Jr. a free agent? He's of age.
Pause.
No, Habo, I think Cristiano might help you. Cristiano Senior might help you actually. Cristiano Senior might actually help you.
Newcastle 6-0.
Yeah, well, sorry, Mike was saying.
I was going to say, and
Sorry, Mike.
They've already scored more goals than Chelsea in one game today. They're leading 6-0.
Bro, you lucky they're Sheffield United and Luton in this Premier League. Else you're gonna get relegated. You're lucky.
Shout to Bliss A. In my opinion, HH, all this is your fault. Why didn't you tell Abramovich's mom to give birth to him outside of Russia?
He wouldn't have been rich if he was born outside.
These old things are disgusting, man. Please relax, bro. That's relax. That's crazy. I don't have a name. Okay. HH and team, what is your take on Juventus Moise Kean being a Real Madrid striker? Would he help in today's Madrid derby? No.
Nah. Hell no. He's trash, man.
I actually think that if it's between Moise Kean and Joselu, I'd roll with Jojo Selu.
Me too.
I'd roll with Jojo Selu. RDS, oh god, proper Chelsea are saying too many ethnic players. Okay.
They would say that if there was just one. So
yeah. Look, Mike, what I mean.
Can I go?
I think Daniel
Mike,
wants to talk.
no.
I think Daniel wants to talk. Let him talk.
Can I speak after Daniel?
Go. Sure. Thank you, Mike. So I've written down a whole bunch of stuff, so I'll try to condense everything that I've written down. So you guys had the discussion between manager. You people have been calling Poch a manager this whole hour and 30 minutes there. He's the head coach. That's very important for this for the discussion when we're talking about squad building. So people like, why would Poch not want him? Why would Poch reject Felix? Why would Poch reject Kudus? As if he has any real input in those final decisions in terms of squad building. If the squad is misshaped or poorly shaped or poorly built, it's not really because of the coach. It's not Tuchel's fault. It's not Lampard's fault. It's not Poch's fault. It's the board, kind of what Abdullahi and HH were getting at the beginning. The problem is structural. It's more than just 90 minutes against Aston Villa. People are asking, how come you signed Mudryk for 100 million, this for 100 million, that for 100 million? I think people get caught up in the transfer fee, but they don't really look at wages. So you might think that Mudryk is on 200K, 300K, 400K because he was bought for 100 million. He's only on 100, and that's relatively cheap. The reason that they're signing people to long-ass deals and can spend a big price tag on them is because their wages, look, the ages of the players that they're going for means they haven't got a big contract yet. So they're going to Ukraine, they're going to Brighton, and they're getting players who they think they can develop, but who aren't at that level yet. They've only bought a few players who they signed to over 200K a week. Nkunku, Sterling, Enzo got it because he was young player of the tournament. And I think there's another one, Fofana, but that was a whole transfer saga with Leicester. You look at Mudryk, Jackson is on like 65K. Like, that's the reason why they're going for these young players. It's because Chelsea, news came out earlier this week that Chelsea are trying to cut $80 million from their payroll this season, or 80 million pounds, sorry. So they're trying to reduce wages while giving the appearance of them trying. As Have Hope said at the beginning, it's fake. Like, it's a scheme for them to make money. Like, they're buying players in the open, but then they're buying players of a certain quality and caliber that then Pochettino has to shape somehow. So that's the broader out. Sterling, Sterling is the only one who's on like that much money other than Enzo. So
that 60K is too much.
What else do I have written down here? This is the worst Chelsea start since 1978. That's an interesting fact. Yeah, I mean, we could talk about the goalkeeper. We could talk about. I wanted to talk about Peter Kenyon, but hey, I never thought I'd miss Kepa. But
Daniel, you know there's actually someone called Rodney Stutter on your bench.
Yes.
Who?
Rodney Stutter.
Never
Shout out
heard
to
of him.
Rodney, man.
Wait, HH, how's Jimmy J Morgan?
Oh, he's
Okay,
great.
who are
I'm
these
I'm
guys?
waiting. I'm waiting for his country
They're
and Western
Chelsea
record to
players,
drop with Kenny Rogers.
basically.
So
But they're Chelsea players that are just trash. So, yeah, man.
I have a
If
question
you
for
want to
Mike
beat Luton,
from the
no, go on.
Liverpool
yeah,
game.
AK, go for it, AK.
Did you see Paqueta's performance?
Bro,
Apparently he was incredible.
Paqueta was playing like it was the Rio de Janeiro streets. He was bossing us. Flicks and tricks. AJ would
hold
have
on.
been absolutely just gazing over and just think to himself, this is a footballer right here, not João Felix. Lucas Paqueta,
Yeah, he's
he
good,
was
man.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's 7-0 now.
I think he bet on himself.
He was
By
getting done
Newcastle.
for like betting
Oh
and
my
everything.
Has Isak scored from my fantasy team?
I think they've had 6 different goal scorers. If it's a 7th one, that is ridiculous. Yep,
Yeah,
it's 7
Bruno
different goal
Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes.
Okay, so shout out to Crips. Yeah. Now he's been out of the game for a long time, but this is the Arsene Wenger.
He's
Nah,
with FIFA
nah,
now. He's not taking that job.
I think he's
No,
beast, man.
no.
Are you trying to
But
kill
listen,
him?
like,
Isn't he like 80?
yeah, no, he's a long time. But
He's
just
like
like
71.
in like a hypothetical situation, this is what Wenger was about. But there's a key difference here. Wenger was very instrumental in the
Bro,
acquisition.
you need Sam Allardyce, man. Like, just stop the pretense.
Wenger
Big
was a
Sam.
manager. He wasn't a
You
coach.
need Big
Wenger
Sam.
had
No,
to-
He was a
hold
manager.
on, Casey. No. Big Sam needs some roadmen. Like for Big Sam ball, you need some 6'6", like hefty builder type kind of guys in there. So
those kind of guys.
yeah, bro,
Ben
what's
Eagle.
also Kevin Davis? You need those kind of Kevin Davis
No,
balls.
get his players on cheap during the winter transfer window.
No.
I think
They'd never allow him to bring in these 30-year-old like bodybuilders. Into the
Wenger
team.
wouldn't work either because Wenger is a manager. He was somebody who had complete institutional control of Arsenal. He got to if you're leaving, going, wages, everything, what you eat, everything. Pochettino doesn't have. He wishes he had that level of control at Chelsea, but nobody does ever since Mourinho.
Shout out to Sean C, man. Member for 3 months, man. Thank you, bro. Szoboszlai is the real deal. Tech and work rate.
Man, what
Recruitment.
a player. Bro, he's such a
But
baller.
also, remember, no, but you know what guys were saying? Guys said like, man, Henderson and everything. And guys said, you know that you can have a work rate and tech.
Yeah,
so guys
speak
said,
on it.
well, like he brings work rate, but you know that you can have both.
The two flex, the two
my
flex.
thing is that
Respect
Henderson
Liverpool's
was
greatest
just
captain
scamming
in the
you.
Premier League.
Wait, Kenny, what'd you say?
Hmm?
Repeat that again. What? No, repeat
What
you
did you say?
just said.
Oh no, what are you talking about? Move on.
What did he say?
I missed it. Yeah, I missed it.
No, but look, like you see, again, go back to the points of Caicedo recruitment. It's like I look at a team like City, but specifically Liverpool, because City, it's cheating. They have oil. Recruitment.
So do you.
American oil. Wait, America produces oil.
America, I think, is the largest producer of oil right
Yeah,
now.
Texas.
Yeah, it's
Texas.
pretty
Yeah.
Texas and
Fracking, bro.
Alaska,
Fracking is
actually.
insanely
Sure. Yeah,
Atlanta and
sure.
Texas.
Texas Ranger. Yeah, sure.
Atlanta.
Howdy partner.
Also, HH, if anything, Abu Dhabi doesn't produce that much oil compared to
Yeah,
before.
Abu Dhabi is mostly like tourism.
Yeah,
and
sure,
banking.
why is
Sure.
Abu Dhabi is still
Sure,
oil.
but-
Sure. So, no. My thing here is that it's again. I'll be real with you here. Caicedo, you should have chosen Liverpool, bro. I get it. The agents put pressure on you, more money on you. But you see, my thing though is, if you're Caicedo, do you even care? Because we all know that.
I don't think he does.
No.
Yeah.
We all know that post that he puts out there, bro. You're getting paid.
Yep.
Very handsomely.
100%.
So it is, and same thing for Enzo. So for these guys, are like, okay, we want to.
How
be in
much
a
do you
winning team. We
think
want to be in a winning project.
Caicedo's on, HH? How much?
Yeah, Caicedo's like, I think he's on 100. No, he's less than 200.
Yeah, I think he's on 2 something.
He got paid
It's
a lot of
he's
money
only like
because of the
200
transfer
plus.
fee.
It's 150.
No, it's less than.
Oh, so
Yeah,
no,
it's
but, but that's what Michael. I think it's agents go a bag. The agent,
Oh, of course. But like the kind of tying it back to my other point, you would think someone who was bought for 115 million would be on 350, somewhere near
he's not on that much
400,
money.
because he's the most expensive player in Premier League
No,
history.
but Daniel,
But he's only on 150 because he was signed 2 years ago from Brighton for like 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. So Chelsea are going after a player that they know on the long term they'll come out on top. So this whole thing is about how do they scheme the most money by the end of the 10 years that Abramovich has those clauses in the contract. Everything goes back to that contract when they bought the club. People haven't they haven't read into it, but that's all this is. They're setting it up to where by the time you get to year 7, 8, 9, they don't have to buy anybody, theoretically, because we've already bought everybody in the first 3-4 years. So
No, for me, that's what I said.
And like, oh, just sorry, go for it. Sorry.
No. I'm just saying, like, just off to a point. That's why I say it's a scam. But
100%.
No. But their hope was just get some wins, because if you can get wins, guys will not look into the scam. But the issue was you're having losses. So once you're having big losses, guys like me will be like, "Oh, hang on, Sherlock Holmes, Watson, magnifying glass. What the hell is going on here?" You see, if you had wins and Chelsea were like 6th, 5th, 4th, we wouldn't look into the scam. But the issue was like, that's why Ekbal is going to the dressing room. It's like, no, guys, you have to win.
This is why I wanted to talk about Peter Kenyon.
It's not part of the because they'll start looking at the scam. The only way the scam works is by you guys winning. If you start losing,
like
guys like half will be like, wait a minute, is there a scam here?
This is why I wanted to talk about Peter Kenyon and the original Abramovich, like when he came in 2003, 2004. Kenyon was with Sir Alex at Manchester United when they signed like Rio and all those dudes. They actually brought in a person, like an actual footballing mind, and Abramovich gave him a level of control to where he could go out and buy Drogba and all the players that were there in 2003. In 2004, 2005.
852,609.
That's a million.
And that could be a real stat, guys. I think that's a real stat.
Of course, it's a real stat, bro. Dominoes are popping off. I think Dominoes have taken pieces, bro. I'm now Dominoes. I don't really do these pieces because like Italian pizzas are a lot better. So Pizza Express is a lot better. If I switch between Dominoes has improved. So I think this is
Dominoes is clear of pizza.
Nah, you guys are getting clowned by Dominoes now. This is
Dominoes is about that now.
Sorry, Daniel.
Sorry, Daniel. Go ahead.
No. It's fine. I was just rehashing shit I already said, so it's cool.
No. Okay, so you see, my thing is like,
should we?
Okay. Apply. Go for it.
I think I get what you guys are saying. I also get what Daniel is saying, but you are missing something again. And I like what you say when it comes about is a scam, which is 100%. But to actually make this scam work, it relies on somebody, Mauricio Pochettino. You can see, and
you are ridiculous.
This guy hates Pochettino, man.
Wait. We just told you that we are being scammed.
I know.
And you just said that in order for the scam to work,
he's not the manager.
His job. So okay. So I'm like,
he's not wrong, but it's just he's going back to the point.
No, he's not wrong. But I'm like, so the scam is cool. So I'm like, you are happy. You would be happy with the scam if Poch found a way to win. You'd be happy with the scam.
The problem is we're buying players of potentials, of future potentials, which I'm not happy because I want us to win. But again, you are bringing an idiot to the club to manage Chelsea Football Club, which is the manager.
Enrique Nagelsmann, they will not be doing better with this squad. I'm sorry.
Wait. Let me finish it because I said it from day one and I'll say it again. Poch is speaking his own poison and he's digging his own grave. And he will get sacked soon. Believe it, I'm telling you.
Sacks for who? Apply sacks for who? Sacks for who? To do what? Sacks. Wait. Sacks and bring. Apply. Look at the bigger bloody picture. Also go Poch out. We are being scammed. This is a Ponzi scheme.
Like, look at these players, man.
I get what you said.
Also apply. I'm with Kenny. Kenny's right. Nagelsmann and Enrique under this leadership, they don't do any better.
Yeah, exactly.
Because could you make the argument though that some players could do better under different management? That could also be true.
Yeah, exactly. That would be true.
No. But then my response.
We don't know about that.
No, my response is how good would these managers be under these specific conditions? Because see, the Chelsea conditions are very specific and very unique. It's a very unique environment that's been created.
Yeah, but when you're bringing a manager like Pochettino where you're actually telling me to coach this player and make them better, but it's making a dumb decision making. How do you support that? I'm confused.
Abdullah,
He's an experienced
Pochettino's
manager.
cap. Like, who do you want? Who do you want?
Poch is an experienced manager. Is getting close to 50-something years of age. And see, in an African adage, if you're old with no brain, you're becoming brainless and idiot. That's Poch. That's Poch right now.
Is that an actual saying?
Is that? Yeah, I don't know about that saying. I never heard that.
I've never heard that one.
Because the guy made it up on the spot.
No. That's an African because when
yes. You made it up on the sports, man.
No. When you're becoming old and because of your old age, you can't even use your brain to coordinate a team or even governance a team together. We have a problem. That's on point because we might talk about Nagelsmann, we might talk about Enrique and co. But Poch is being given this player to coach them. And I can guarantee you, out of this player, none of them has improved.
Yeah, Poch, right? Would you bring in? Like, who do you bring in? Like, if you said Poch today, like, Nagelsmann is done.
No. Thank you. Who do you bring in? I'm like, who do you bring in? Who?
My first choice was Julian Nagelsmann. That was what I wanted.
He's going to join.
My friend. If you sack him, who do you bring in? Nagelsmann is going to Germany. Enrique's at PSG. Who do you bring in?
I don't know. Anybody that
even Nagelsmann, even that's the thing. You're so narrow-minded that if Porsche is the be all around all, like he's going to change something. Even if Nagelsmann would be here, what you would be better? Yeah, would be probably 10th or 8th. Okay. Wow, cool. He's not going to bring us. He's not going to bring us to where we really want to.
I could make sense.
You're not going to like Nagelsmann. I can guarantee you.
Let me put on the spot here. Out of all those players we have right now, give me one player Mauricio Pochettino has improved.
It's been like a month.
No, wait.
No. Give me one player he has improved.
Abdullahi, that is not the issue. The issue is the environment that has been created. No. It's the issue there's a reason why Vivel was let go after 7 months. There's a reason why Nagelsmann walked away from the interview and everything after he showed his credentials. Mm-hmm. It is the particular environment. A manager can only succeed if he's happy with the environment. The cold hard truth is they were sold a project, and Pochettino was happy to go ahead with that project. Hence why in these recent interviews, Poch said, we know what it's about. We know what we signed up for. This is a project. It's a long-term thing. And I am known to develop players over a period of time. So, again, I'm sorry. I don't sign up for that crap. But if you're signing up for a project, come back to me in 2024, 2025. Because this is 3 years.
Yeah, but
so I'm sorry. This project is a yearly thing.
Abdullahi, this would be a question, though. Like, if it was actually a project, then why would they sack Potter? If they really were doing a project, they got rid of a Champions League winning manager in Tuchel, and they brought in their guy for their project, and then they didn't even let the project run 5 months before they sacked him. If they were going to go through like growing pains or whatever it is, then Pochettino shouldn't even be here in the first place, but he is. So I don't think this project business that everybody's talking about, I don't think that's real life.
HH. No, I think.
No, but Danny, I think like the fans were against. Potter. That's why.
Yeah. I think they do want a project here, but the thing is that they saw the club was going the project is cool, but there's still a certain standard. Like being 14, like that's crazy. Like Potter was crazy. And Pochettino as well. If Pochettino stays in if he doesn't change this thing in 2-3 months, he's gonna get sacked as well. You may want to be.
If he doesn't stay, if Pochettino doesn't stay, he will get sacked. And I'm telling you right now, ever since he's taken over as Chelsea manager, Poch has failed.
Isaac scored.
No. And my thing is no. I'm like, okay, who do you bring in? You sack Poch. Who do you bring in?
I think Blue Lion Studio already told us, bro. John Terry wants an ownership stake. HH, huh? You down for it?
I think this is where I tap out. If this guy comes back for round 3, then I tap out.
AJ,
no, but
by the way,
The only person I don't want touching
yeah,
it
I
is
know, Hedy.
Drogba.
Newcastle are up 8-8.
No,
So I told you, that's why Chelsea won't get relegated because there are 3 teams that are just foul.
What is
that's
what is 8-0 in the chart of things? Is
I
that
need to look. I forgot what it is. I need to
But the
look.
problem
that's
is,
crazy.
this is it here. Ever since Poch has taken over in August, he has failed to take responsibility as a manager, and that is a red flag on us as a fans. Yes, we can lose matches, we can dominate matches, but a manager is coming out and telling me, we need to score goals, we need to man up, we need to chin up as a team together. That's a red flag. Manager coming out and telling me we need to man up, we need to chin up.
Abdullahi wants Chelsea fans to do Ajax or just destroy the stadium?
Abdullahi, when the thing is that when but the thing is that when these managers sometimes people focus too much on what these guys say. Like when everything goes well, these guys when they say like in the preseason when everything was everyone was happy, and then Pochettino was coming out. Oh, this guy knows what it takes to be a Chelsea manager. Now Chelsea are losing, and what he's saying now is, this guy doesn't have the mentality no more. People are so fickle with these managers. What they say in this press conference. When you're happy with when you're happy with where the team is going, the manager can do no wrong, and everything he says is the truth. And then when they're not performing now, you're just saying some bullshit, and then he doesn't know what to say.
You and Daniel can tell you that if this performance keep going in the next 2 months, he will get sacked. You know that. You know you will get sacked. But the ownership will not sack him. Chelsea fan base will let go of Pochettino because of the Tottenham Hotspur stuff in him. They will let him go. The ownership will not sack him, but the fan base will be forced to push him out because he's making some weird decision. That's my problem with Poch. He's not making a basic play a left back in a left back.
Abdullahi, like,
and because of that, we lost against Villa. Interesting.
I'm sure. We've seen left backs when Cucurella plays, people say it's not good enough. Chilwell as well. Like at the end of the day, like
I'm with you that Pochettino is a problem, but I think the analysis can't stop there. Like you have to look above and below. So you can't just pinpoint the manager every time, even though he is.
I'm also having a go at the ownership too. I see, Danny. I'm also having a go at the ownership.
Then why is your username Poch out?
But again, Danny, this is the problem. When the ownership is going to the direction, and you're putting the manager to steady the ship and say, okay, take us forward and make this work. And the manager is coming out and making a weird decision. Wait,
hold on. Make what work?
It's 8-0 with 8 different goal scorers.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah. I just looked. That's crazy.
If they get a penalty, they got to give it to the goalie.
Sure. That's
I have a question because you guys have now gone about an hour and a half of just Chelsea complicated show on this wonderful TV. But I kind of want to go back to Arsenal and Tottenham and ask, do you think Tottenham now should be looking at different objectives for this season? Because they look at Chelsea, Man United are not starting off well. Do we think now Spurs can get top 5 and get back into the Champions League?
100%. 100%.
See, here's the thing. You have to be. This is where you have to.
They only have one game a week
because
because they're not in Europe this season.
Oh no! You see, you have to be very careful here. Take each game as it comes. You've done well because hey, you lost Kane. Well, losers nothing. I always say that beware the underdog. You see, if you now say, "Come on, top 4," then maybe it will affect them. I think the reason why Tottenham are doing so well is we all thought that they would crumble under Kane.
No pressure too.
So because of that whole thing of like people underestimate us, people think that we literally just go into free fall. That has brought them very well. So the best thing to do is, we're the underdogs. Oh no, we are KNFC.
Can I speak on this?
Each game, because and if they keep doing that, bro. United look tricky. We all know that Chelsea are in free fall. Do Brighton have the overall quality to outlast them? Do Villa have the overall quality? So my thing here is this is the issue with Levy. If they buy smart in January, Tottenham can. I think top 5 is a reality, but I think the key thing is don't put that pressure on these guys. Rather, just say no. Let's still be KNFC. Hurricane FC and just take each game. Boom.
And what about Arsenal then? Because drawing at home against your arch rivals, a team that you've always been in at home. What do you think about them in the title race? Because these are the sort of games that I would say you kind of have to win in a way.
But Mike, I remember.
No. My thing is, It's
a long season. That's like Splashnet says, but these are the games you got to win.
But I said that it was a draw. Psychologically, Tottenham won that game. Psychologically, Arsenal lost. From a psychological point of view, it was a loss from Arsenal because you look at the Fulham game, you look at this game, you look at how well City have started, and it's pretty much feels as if, are they as good as they were last year? Because I'm looking at Arsenal like they seem to have lost something from last year. They seem to also have lost a little bit.
They're missing Xhaka. They're missing Xhaka.
Yeah.
They are.
Like, no, you see, I said this like weeks ago. I said, look,
you were right.
That midfield balance, it worked. I'm not the biggest Xhaka fan, but I don't know what Arteta did. How Xhaka fits into the team and the balance of the midfield works with Xhaka. Nobody wants to say this. And has Rice really improved this team?
No, he hasn't. No.
And also, I think
has Rice for 100 million and so forth. People don't want to say
because
my thing is, have they? So taking away Xhaka and bringing in Rice, have Arsenal really improved?
For the style,
no, because you had a good thing with Xhaka. It was fine.
I just told you right now. Matt Law just came out and said it right now, like 5 minutes ago. Just said it. Aston Villa supporter are shouting, "You're gonna get sacked tomorrow morning." But as of right now,
no, Abdallah, I'm not talking about Arsenal. Abdallah, what are you saying about Arsenal?
I'm not hating for the style of play that Arsenal play. I think they've gotten worse. I generally believe they've gotten worse.
How so?
For me, like for what they had last year, it was near perfect. It was just they couldn't keep up with us. Why they were in talks to renewing Xhaka's contract? I don't know what had happened. I think Xhaka said, "I need to go on past as new." I think that's the right saying, and I think he made the decision. They wanted to keep him. I generally believe that midfield for Arsenal, I think that was the best thing for them to challenge for us. I don't know what Strike Havertz is like playing with 10 men. It's the same with us when we play with Calvin Phillips. Now, Arsenal fans, karma. What comes around comes back around. You guys were celebrating Rodri's red card. Rice is injured. So
it's funny how
wait, hold on. But is this true? Did Xhaka actually want to leave?
Yeah, he did apparently.
They wanted to renew his contract.
But my thing is that why though? Like,
because I think he wanted to go back to Germany.
Because was it a case? Because my thing is that you have a good thing here. You've had probably one of your best seasons that you've ever had. So was it a case of where Arteta said, I'm not sure whether there's a place for you after they had a convo? Because what would have been a catalyst of like, I want to leave a really good situation here where I'm a bona fide starter and I'm a very important piece to now go to Germany. So there must have been a reason why he said he wanted to.
I think his family wanted to go back to Germany, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think there's anything about like, oh, you were going to get less minutes or anything like that.
What if he really likes Xabi Alonso? Like, what if that's one of
his maybe Xabi Alonso showed him a good project.
But here's the thing, like whatever the case, I honestly believe that Arsenal have regressed slightly from
slightly, not so much.
I'm bringing because see, my thing is that Rice. I do not know. I'm still yet to see what Rice and Havertz have done to improve Arsenal. I don't see it.
I don't.
I'm looking at Tottenham in North London derby game, and I'm looking and saying, okay, what has Rice really done to affect this game? This is a big game, high-profile game. Arsenal's first real high-profile game of the season. And what has Rice done?
And HH, I think people kind of misconstrued with what Rice is as a player. I don't think he can play that number 6 role. I think he can only play a double pivot role. He can only work in a double pivot, just like Fatty Phillips. That's why you see it for England. They only play in a double pivot. They don't play on their own. They don't play on their own with their clubs or England. So they have to play in a double pivot. I believe to get the best out of Rice or Fatty Phillips is to play a double pivot. So
HH on that hand too, we have to talk about Basuma. I think this guy cost 25 million from Brighton. If he's playing at the level and keeps this consistent, we're looking at one of the biggest bargains in terms of DMs
100%.
in the world, not just the Prem, because you're looking at Caicedo going for 115, Rice going for 105. This guy was a better level for Brighton, in my opinion, than both of them, and went for a quarter of that.
I don't know. People having a vision with this Bissouma. He was good at Brighton, yeah. But it's like he came last season. He came last season. He struggled. He had his first season. They give him time, and then with a new manager, he's balling now. But
Yeah,
like,
but the fact that the guy, he looks good.
His-
That
yeah,
guy
no,
looks
obviously, no,
very
no. But even at
The way
Brighton, he
he
was a
played
good
in
player.
midfield was never going to work with Conte.
Yeah, with Conte, yeah. Like, new manager coming is performing now, yeah. But we can't just because last season when he wasn't playing, and a lot of people was like, "What's going on? Why is he not playing?" No. But there was a player there from Brighton. What I'm saying is that I love these players. I think if they play in systems that fit them, you see they're at best. So right now, like Abdallah said, like Rice is playing in a system that he's never played really,
Wait
playing
a
like as
minute,
a lone
Kenny.
six and all
Wait a
that
minute,
stuff.
Kenny. So you were trashing Abdullahi when he was talking about Pochettino and his style of play. So if players do look better given the system, if Pochettino keeps this back five stuff, would you not then give Abdullahi some credit?
Yes,
some
no, of
points?
course. No. I'm not saying that Abdullah is completely wrong with Pochettino.
It was
I'm
just a
just
slight
saying.
contradiction. It was just a slight contradiction.
No.
I know we moved
I
on,
didn't say
but-
that. No, I know we moved on. But like I said, like I said, with Pochettino, the first few games when he was playing the back five, yes. But the past 2 games, especially this game today, I'm not saying like I know people are mad at him for playing like Levi Cole or left back, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a like, especially
Who does
right now
Basuma
for
play
the game.
for internationally, by the way? Is it Ivory Coast or is it Mali?
Guinea.
No, he plays for Guinea.
Who?
Yeah, Guinea.
Basuma.
Basuma.
Yeah.
Mali.
Nah, it's Mali. Is he Mali? Yeah, it might be Mali. Yeah, it's Mali. He plays for Mali.
Oh, I thought it was Guinea.
He plays for Mali. No, it's Mali.
No. But see, I realize. See, that's the thing. Look, I'm sorry. Like, I think it's maybe early, but I think you can pretty much already call this league already. And my thing is,
100%.
I said this before. Again, I was just trying to be respectful of like Arsenal overachieved last season, and they had to take that opportunity to, because that would have been a steal. See, if Arsenal had won the league last season, they don't push on. That would have just been like a Leicester City where, without City looking, just snap that Premier League, snatch it, and just run away. You failed to do it. And people say, Arsenal, they go, no. That was overachievement. That was an anomaly. Arsenal are not going to have that kind of season again. So, and I think that when you're looking at these guys, right, and I think, remember, so last season, nobody even, we thought, they'll
came out of
become
nowhere.
top 4. Nobody thought that you'd have a title challenge. But because you had a title challenge last season, the expectation is, go again. But now the expectation is go again, and they now have that expectation now. I think maybe they're finding it hard to really deal with that pressure of, we're now expected to challenge for the title from match day 1.
But
As opposed
not really
to
this is Abdullah. Sorry, this is I said last season. Arsenal problem is not the players. Arsenal problem is Mikel Arteta, and I've been saying it from day one. Arteta is behaving as if it's Pep Guardiola, which is not even. It's not even.
He's egotistical. He's egotistical.
My problem with Mikel Arteta is he believes he has this synergy in his head where he can just use use tactics, this rubbish, this. No, you're not even a good manager yet. Prove yourself to be that man. And this is what I understand. Arsenal fans believing in him, believing in his philosophy, but for how long? Because it's been here for more than 4 seasons already right now. And if
As of December,
this core of player, when is he gonna win it? And I've been saying this since last season. Arsenal has the player to challenge Man City, but they lack the manager that can galvanize them.
We really don't. We really don't. Like,
but
we only have like a few. We only have like a few really good players, bro. You go look at Man City when they have the ball. Like when they're defending, bro, they're playing a back 3 of Gvardiol, Kyle Walker, and Ruben Diaz. When the formation changes in system, no other team in the world has got that level of quality.
I know.
Yeah, we like Arsenal, but let's be. How many Arsenal players will get into that Man City's first 11?
Bro, barely any. Only Bukayo Saka, and that's because they don't really have a right winger. That's it.
No. But see, I'll come to you, Moniz, but see, because someone actually said something really good in the streets here in the chat. If Arsenal spends well in the summer, then I think they could have done something. They didn't spend well. Because I think that, bro, if you just made 2-3 smart, good signings, you do well. 60
In
on
which
Havertz, that was-
positions? In which positions would it have been politically expedient for them to buy players?
Creative,
needed a
other,
right
creative,
winger.
Cam,
Right
other
winger,
than
right
Cam,
winger.
First thing,
Cam.
you need a clinical finisher. Because
Okay, striker.
because
we
Jesus
agree.
and Nketiah ain't gonna work. And also, here's the thing: the Havertz thing. Bro, wait, what position does he play? Like, what is
No,
his
but the
role?
only striker
We
you can
don't
go
know.
out there
And that's
that will
65 mil.
help you compete with
No-
AJ,
no-
they need
nobody
a right
asked-
winger.
nobody-
Hold on. Money miss, go free. Money miss.
the only striker you can buy in world football that will help you compete with Man City is Osimhen, and that's 170 mil minimum. Bro, Napoli will run up the price, especially considering how stingy their board is. You're not, so we either buy him and leave ourselves short with nothing, or we just buy a bunch of like decent players. Like the thing is, everyone's saying, "Oh, Arsenal aren't at the level to compete with Man City." Yeah, we're not, but it's like we'll still reach the same levels that we did last year. The problem is City are not getting 89 points again. They're going to get better. The way they're moving, they're probably going to get close to 100.
If not over.
Yeah, so
Well, no, stop it. Stop. Not over 100.
No,
Wait,
it's
wait
not
a
over.
minute.
We'll break our own points record.
Wait, AJ.
They might not lose. They might not lose a game.
Yeah, they might
No,
win.
this is what I've
it
always
looks
said.
like
Look,
it
man,
now. It looks
bro,
like it
you
now.
know, like seriously,
They're
every time it
definitely gonna lose
happens,
again.
you know, I have that tweet always saved. I have that tweet of Wenger with the golden trophy always saved. Bro, it's not gonna happen, bro. Now they'll probably get 95 plus. City won't go invincible. That invincible thing is going to last a long time, bro.
And
Look, man,
HH, and not only what we're targeting, we're coming for your less conceded goal record. We're coming for that record.
You're not
Nah, no way. You've conceded like a goal in every game.
No, we haven't.
No, they didn't concede last game.
Look how many
Abdallah,
Abdallah,
take a bet
look how
with
many
me. You're not going to concede. You're
I think it's
conceding
very
more than
unlikely.
15 facts. You're conceding more
I
than
think
15.
I think it's very unlikely to break the record, but we are chasing it.
Wait, how many have you conceded already? What, 4 or 5?
I don't think much. I think we've only conceded in 3 games potentially. We've had a couple of clean sheets. Check how many clean sheets.
Yeah, I think they had like 2 or 3 clean sheets.
Wait, HH.
But the way City plays, like the way City plays, like you guys are going to concede goals.
Like
well, they are not much defensively stronger though. So
in recent press conference, Pep has said in the last press conference, he said the back four, the whole team love defending now. They love defending. They actually they entertain it.
Do you know what that Chelsea defense was like that season? Like that's what you call defense. Like, do you know what 15 is crazy? You can't. You're not breaking that record. You're not doing it.
No, I know. I think it's very unlikely.
You're on pace to concede 19.
Wait, we still speaking about Chelsea. What's going on?
No. I'm not on to Chelsea. I need to speak on Chelsea.
Oh, sorry. Continue. Before you speak, just to say, Newcastle baptized Sheffield United, so there's no way that Chelsea getting relegated. You know, guys. Newcastle baptized Sheffield United. So you guys are fine.
Wait, no, hold on. Abdallah.
Can we admit now? Currently, the pride of London is West Ham, and the sluts and whores of London are Chelsea. Like Stamford Bridge is a whorehouse. It is a whorehouse. You are a bunch of sluts. You get bent over week in, week out. You're a bunch of sluts. You're a bunch of sluts.
Irresponsible.
Respect sex workers, man.
You're a bunch of sluts. You're a bunch of
adult workers. Let's have some respect.
Yeah, come on, man.
You're the whores of London.
It's the accent.
It's a brothel.
It makes it sound harsh.
You're a brothel.
Sluts.
Like Stamford Bridge should be named the brothel. I'm not even English. I am half Dutch, half Iraqi. It's just the accent I've got naturally. I'm not even English.
No. Keep talking about.
Wait,
it's okay.
Wait. AK.
I was just looking on Twitter, and bro, Ancelotti's starting Bellingham as an actual striker, like a striker.
Look,
He doesn't
man,
care about
people
positions. He was
are
playing
waiting for him to
Camavinga
feel it's
left
going to be
back.
okay.
Camavinga
Because let me
will
check the
float
jobs and
there,
we have to
don't
had it here,
worry.
man. So,
Okay.
so shout out to Money Mace. Bricklass Jackson entered brick mode today, bro.
Brickless, yeah, that's good.
Bricklass Jackson is crazy.
No.
That's
But how is he
Wait,
even? How is he even Senegalese with these names?
Abdullahi, would your German Zidane fix this? Abdullahi? Would Havertz fix this?
Havertz is already trash, so fixing is a big problem.
No, but you called it, but he's a German Zidane, though.
Let's move on.
German Zidane?
You said he was Bergkamp or Kaká, though, so...
Yeah, it's say he's the German Beckham. German Zidane, German
That's
Beckham, German
that's
Kaká.
what you said. That's what you said, HH.
Oh, okay. No, that I didn't say that. Okay, Nemo, make history with the first player manager.
We've already Chelsea have already had one.
No,
Look, guys, I tell you guys. Look left, look right. John Terry is going to be announced. You're going to see club announcement. John Terry, bro.
I think
the project is to develop and sell a Warsaw Dort. Bro, this is the London Dortmund. It's the London Leipzig.
Man.
It's the London Leipzig. Koba, you see what Ajax did after the game?
Yeah, man, crazy.
Not after, during. At halftime.
What happened?
So
those
Ajax,
pricks.
Go ahead.
Sorry, those pricks. You have cancelled that game. That should have been an easy final dub. They've cancelled it. That game has to be replayed. It's actually annoying.
Hold on. What happened?
Start from the beginning.
They cancelled the game. They literally just
why?
For what?
Ajax.
Okay, Daniel, explain it. Don't explain.
Yeah, Ajax were playing Feyenoord. They were down 3-0. Ajax. I think they're 14th out of 18 teams. It's like their worst start in some period of years. So the Ultras just stormed the pitch at halftime, I think, of the game. Like once Ajax went down 3-0, and they just started destroying everything. There's videos online of people smashing stuff around the stadium. So they suspended and called off the game because the Ultras.
No.
Crazy.
That's 3-0 Feyenoord.
See. It should be forfeit rule.
Daniel T, do you see how that's a big club. Because the Ultras are like,
this is what Chelsea should be doing.
We're not going to have that. We're not going to have that. Chelsea FC are 14, and you see their fans.
I don't promote violence. Look at ideas. You're a shameless guy, man.
I actually standards though, like them being like bottom of the table, like is sacrosanct.
No. That's actually crazy. Wait, hold on. A shout out to Ed Winning who says, "Ayo Streets, we've got 3 out of the 4 original members of Complicated Chelsea.
Is that Eddie?
Pop them bottles."
Oh no.
Okay. I told you that's what's
Where's Eddie? We need to find Eddie, man.
It's never coming back. It's never coming back.
Why
Bellingham is actually playing striker today, bro. And he'll probably
Half doesn't want to give the people what they want, bro.
No, guys. Let me tell you right now. That show is never coming back. Never. Peace out.
If you want it back, pay us. Just money.
How long is that?
Let him play the game.